If there's ever a stream where I'm on time, you know something is wrong. G'day collaborators and welcome to today's live stream number 50. That is half 100, 50 get. If you know what that reference is, then you must be a god tier internet user. And just go ahead and put that in the chat. There's no milk, which is why I'm drinking black coffee, and why I'm also drinking peanut butter toast. And the reason why I'm drinking toast right now is because I didn't wake up when I was supposed to. I slept in like a dingus. But that's okay. Hello, Commenter Dragon. The first boy in the stream. I'm assuming the boy. I use boy non-discriminately. B-O-Y means male child, but B-O-I just means like dude, like it's just a person. That's why I said B-O-I. It's non-discriminatory. Doesn't matter if you're 60, I'm still gonna call you boy. Yeah. There's no milk in the house. And eating peanut butter toast is the worst thing if you don't have any milk. It's ridiculous.
My eye saw a pretty little thing approaching me. Little thing approaching me. She said, I've never seen a mare who looks...
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start moving this guy. So, let's have a look. Actors. So what I'm going to do, real quick, like, I'm just going to copy no, this is Ruby Pinch here. Why are you locked? What are you locked on? Oh, everything. Oh, right, yeah, that's right. Dingus. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set a new model for Ruby Pinch. That's fine. And I'm going to call this Ruby Base Moveminets. And what I'm going to do right quick is just copy the root transform over this guy. Paste. Just you monster. And the pelvis. There we go. Sweet. So now I have a thingy for knowing what the I guess where I want Ruby Pinch to be at one part of the thing. Excuse me for a second. I need to blow my nose. So I'll be right back. Terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. This is what happens when I oversleep. All right. Okay, good thing you didn't hear that. That was terrible. The question is, how long have you been working on this animation? I certainly don't mind you asking. And I've been working on this animation since, I think it was the beginning of this year. Must be, beginning of this year. So, a couple months now. Yeah, which is weird. to think about, so don't think about it. Actually, I started it in the 20th of October, 2018. That can't be right. Cut it. Cut it out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know when I started working on this, actually. You might have to look at my previous streams to see when it started, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Just pop into my stream. But yeah, as you can see on the left of the screen, the bottom left, Cadet Redshirt is also streaming. You can find her stream somewhere. Just 1 year. I haven't been working on it for too long. Yeah, I haven't been working on it for too long. It's just 1 year that I've been working on this, so that's fine. Yes, indeed. Yay, more ponies. There's only ever going to be ponies. Okay, so what I want to do... it's hard for me to try and visualize what I want Berry to do here. I think it's because she's currently sliding about. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop her slidey motion. Yep, I'm going to stop her slidey motion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her, I guess I'm just going to have her be in this position. Because I want to make her do one single step. As she says, I've never seen a mare. So... about here. Well, I can. The beauty of SFM and any 3D animation program is that once I've done it once, I can just move her around. So let me just. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab. I'm just gonna lower her slightly. Oh, she's not in a rig. Pony toe. There it is. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Face flexes. Yeah, that's fine. Just gonna say Ruby base. Cool. Let me just go ahead and grab this pelvis and move it down slightly. Cool. And now what we're gonna do is just not make that an unselectable. Cool. Alright, so now I'm just gonna grab this over here. Actually, no, I can just put this in the center and then make this one in the medium extreme. Oh, no. Up, and then toe aim back. Cool. And then the finger has to be such that this is on the far back and this is on the far extend. Now I don't have to be so super precise with the hand and foot motion here because of the fact that you can't really see it, which is the beauty of the things. Don't spend time on things that your audience isn't going to see. So that's okay for a beginning part of the motion. I need to also increase her pelvis upwards and then make that go down, and then make that go down, and then bring that slightly to the right. Cool.
She said, I've never seen a mare.
So it's that mare when I want her to be like standing roughly about here and looking at vinyl. It's that mare when I want her to be looking at that way. So yeah, let's have a look. Is that a JoJo reference? Literally just saying the word JoJo. There's a party going on over at Cadet Stream. I feel a bit old for joining it, just a little I'll come in here. So I'm currently in the that Discord notification was not on your end, it's on my end. I'm currently in the stream chat in my server. If you'd like to join in, then by all means. But yes. Oh, by the way, thanks for Commenter Dragon, Mark Woodruffle, and New Pony ASS. Thanks for joining the stream immediately when it started, especially since it's an hour late. But that's only because I overslept, you see, and that is an issue. This one game, Rise of Industry, has been taking up all of my time for the past couple days, so my fault. Imagine swimming through honey. That's what it feels like to taste, to eat, to try and eat this peanut butter toast without milk. Okay. So right, I'm going to move her this way and then that way. Oh shit, no. So it's about here when she needs to finish her step, and it's about here when she needs to be looking at vinyl. So about here is when I want her to finish her step. Now, you might be asking, how do I decide this? And the answer is, I don't know. I just go for it. Like, I animate something, and if it doesn't look right, do it again. That's all it is. And you might find, if you ever see the early animation cycles of things like, I don't know, Toy Story or Pixar, you might find that many of the characters would actually just look like this, moving around, just sliding, because they need to get the positions actually correct. But I'm not a multi-million-dollar animation studio. I am just one guy, so I can do whatever the hell I want when it comes to the animation. It makes it very difficult to collaborate with me, which is ironic, but it's just the way that my workflow goes. So we've got a first position and a second position, so I need to make sure that my Ruby's legs and arms are such that it won't break. So here I'm gonna put her finger just over here slightly, so it's just a little bit angled like that, so she'll stand here and then go a little bit in that direction as opposed to that direction. It's very awkward to imagine. Okay, so that means I want her finger here to be in the same position, the same relative position as before. So let me just put that up there. Killing it. Let me just find out where, because you don't have to put the entire hoof in the same position. You just really need to put the heel of the hoof, I guess, in the same position, because then you'll get the good rocking forward motion that people usually do when they step. So you see that it needs to be moved slightly, so about here. And then of course I need to get that finger aim slightly downwards because it's a bit of a crack, but you don't need to be, I don't need to be incredibly precise with this because of course the people aren't going to see it, so, but they might see it, so I need to have at least somewhat a little bit of a okay, and then Vinyl's tail is of course doing a massive amount for me, which is nice. Okay, so this part of her hoof is going to be in the center position. Let me just get this right here. Okay. Now, pelvis is going to come down and point upwards slightly, and then chest is going to move this way a little bit. Pardon me. And then her back leg is going to be in the same position as before, So I just need to move it back. So I'm going to need to, well, maybe. We're going to need to put this in a position here. Yeah. That looks better. Okay, cool. And then I can move this toe forward because it's supposed to be in the center position, so I'm trying to line it up with her pelvis. And then now this toe is going to be in the further extend position of the walk cycle. I'm going to go like here, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this toe aim and just move it forward like this. Okay, so something that I always did not like when it came to rigs was how the like the model would break and come into here. But one thing that you have to really get into the mindset of is to ignore the parts of the body that you don't really care about at the moment. Right now, I'm just focusing on the hoof here, and I'm just trying to get that into the reasonable position that she would be in if she was walking around vinyl here. And now that it's in the position, I'm going to be moving this rig foot R so that her back leg isn't broken, and that just going to just move it back like that, make it nice and easy. I might need to move it out as well, just a tiny bit. Cool, good news. Now the toast is cold. Of course, I usually have my coffee with milk, but there's no milk, so it's a black coffee for me today. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab her things like this. Okay. So I might actually be able to just grab this finger here and move it just outwards a little bit. Okay. So the next position for her. So I just grab her and just make sure I put a bookmark there. I know I already did, but I'm gonna do it anyway again. Undo that. Okay. Just gonna move her slightly over here, and of course I'm gonna make her turn around again. Okay. So now this part of her toe is gonna be in this position here. So I'm just gonna move it back and down, and then I need to move her foot R to be in a reasonable position, so about here is good, yeah. And then pelvis goes up. Actually, pelvis should go down a little bit further here, and then up a little bit more, a little bit less here. Cool, good news. Let me just grab this toe and make sure it's in the right position. It's in a reasonable position, it's fine. Okay, and then this toe is going to be lifted and moved across. And then toe L is going to move over here. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. Move that foot in slightly. Cool. And now move that foot back. Move that hand up. Cool, cool. Move that finger outwards slightly. I'm gonna move her pelvis like this so she can be looking in that direction. I'm refraining moving her head and neck at the moment, but that's just because I'm gonna be doing that later. So yeah. And it's because I specifically, I'm not doing a walking cycle here. I'm just making her step a couple times and then move into the rest of my animation. I could have potentially done it so that I use a pre-built walk cycle for the first couple of steps and then just float into my own animation. But it's much easier to do that if I make the few steps myself. So that's just. So she's creeping.
She said I've never seen a mare she said I've never seen a mare.
She's also moving really slowly. So I'm going to go ahead and just speed up her motion just a little bit. Which is good news, because then I can do a little bit more in the shorter amount of time. So let's have a look. This is a little bit too fast, so I'm going to do it half a second.
She said I've never seen a mare. She said I've never seen a mare. She said I've never seen a mare who looks so. She said I've never.
And of course, the vinyl's motion is not going to be finalized. Vinyl's not final. But I'm keeping her doing this this janky slidey motion just so I can have an idea of where vinyl's going to be at any point in time during Ruby's walk cycle or walking area, so that I know where slightly Ruby's going to be looking. And then once I've done vinyl's motion, I'm going to recheck Berry's motion, and then that'll be complete, which is good news. How tough am I? How tough am I? I eat nails for breakfast. Yeah, so? Without any milk. Go right in, sir. Alrighty. Let's have a look here. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to move her in roughly the same sort of speed. Okay, so SFM does this amazing thing where if you have a period of time selected in the motion editor, it will draw these green dots for where the that specific thing that you've selected is going to be. But also it does the ultra Chad move of like making the dots pulse for the exact motion that this point is going to take. So you see that? To speed that up, to specifically look at what you're looking at, you can just select that point in time, and as soon as it ends, it'll start again. This is an ultimate Chad move, and it's brilliant. Absolute unit move to do. Because it allows you to check how your animation looks on the fly, or how it will look on the fly. And it's really handy for being able to say, okay, so the dots here are slightly further apart than the dots here, so therefore she's slowing down here. If you want to make her motion to be constant, you want to make sure that the distance between those dots are exactly the same, or as close as possible. So in order to achieve that, I might actually grab this and move it slightly more out. And you can see with the spline tangents, you can see as I move that part out, there's like a central point here, which is likely where this bookmark is. So a central point here where the dots are moving out that way and also slightly moving out that way. So that's something that you have to be mindful of. Slightly moving apart on that. So I'm wanting to make sure that these dots are mostly in the right position, but that's only because I'm specifically wanting her to have the same constant motion. The next point, I'd want her to slow down, so I'm going to make sure those dots get closer and closer together at like the 20-second mark. So that's what I'm doing right now. So that's just another thing that you can keep in mind. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is, so you can see here how, okay, I need to, and then I need to fix up the rest of the body motion. Okay, so something that I like to do is to make sure that the red line is facing the tangent of this green line here. The red line at this point, so never take anything as absolute for every single model. Some models, the green line points to front. Some models, the red line points to front. And some models, even the blue one points to the front. But you just have to like use it as a guide for as it goes. Consider it monochrome. And what I'm doing right now is just making the line that's pointing in the direction that she's facing to be to draw like a tangent of the motion line that she's walking here. Very big words. Okay, so I need to shut up. Okay, I need to fix up the hoof positions here. Or do I? Don't really need to, do I? Not really. I mean, you can't see it, but you know, I know it's there. So. Cool. Okay. So this part of her hoof is going to be back over here. Cool. And then her rig hoof is going to move forward like this. I'm actually going to lift her toe up just slightly. And then I'm going to grab her finger, well, toe aim, and move it backwards just a little bit. So that her hoof is still in the same relative position. In fact, that's actually moving back slightly. It looks like it's in the same relative position, but it's actually moving back a little bit. So what we should do is move it forward. By the way, if you have any questions at all, go ahead and ask. I'm very fine with doing Q&As, so yes, it makes me feel validated. Has anyone joined in on the thingy and I just haven't given them the thing? Nah, Blue Shift's the last one to join in, that's fine. Isn't Blue Shift a filthy imperialist? Isn't he? Pretty sure he is. Oi! At Blue Shift. Didn't I hear before that? Didn't I hear before that you live in England? Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. I might move her back a tiny bit because I don't like how she's hugging Vinyl's tail here, but I'm not going to move her back completely, just a little bit, because I do kind of want that bit of hugging tail going on. Haha, this song is just an excuse for me to animate a prostitute pony. You know that's what... Is this for kids? No. Contains... Would you call this sexual references? I don't think so, because she's not... Well, maybe she's she is referring to like sex. But I'm not sure if you'd call it like would this give this a PG-13 rating on the MSRB board? I'm pretty sure it would, actually, since it is technically sexual references. So there you go. Is this for kids? No. But it contains multi-hued horses. Incorrect. Ridiculous stuff. Alright. Because the other thing as well is that ponies are also just generally more cuddly than humans are. So what I'm thinking of having Ruby doing is sort of what I'm saying is that ponies don't have as big of a, I guess, social distance bubble that humans would have. Like, you wouldn't have you wouldn't have someone slide up and cuddle with you if you don't know that person, but ponies, I think, would be a little bit more open to doing things like that. So what I'm thinking of having Ruby doing is crooking her head just underneath Vinyl's chin here. So I do actually need to get her right up next to Vinyl at this point. I was gonna have Ruby lay on Vinyl's back there, but I feel like that's a bit too much. So I'm gonna get Ruby just underneath Vinyl's chin here. So I'm not gonna have her stop here, but I will have her head motion counteract such that when she says meh, her head's in the same position. I'm making this up as I go. I don't have a plan, and if it doesn't look right, then I'm gonna do it again. One of the problems with being me. Though this walk cycle doesn't look so bad at the moment. She's stalking. She's stalking. Alright, so, I need this, I forgot, but this foot needs to be in the far extend position, as the other one was before, so I'm just going to grab her toe aim, and move it there. Cool. Your toes, hand them over. Alright. And then I'm just going to move her foot back, just like that. Easy. Easy lemon. Easy lemon. Cool. So she's creeping. Let's see how close she is to her base movement. She's very close, which is brilliant. In fact, she's in front of the base motions, which is brilliant too. Which is good news and brilliant and good news and brilliant. So yes. I wonder how many people Mac his lo-fi beats to study or sleep to. Might actually just join Cadet stream and be like, oh, she's got a couple people in there, which is nice. But yeah, so over on the left you can see Cadet Redshirt stream. I don't have a link to it in my video, but it's there. If you just search Cadet Redshirt, you will find her stream, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over in her chat since my area seems a bit like desert wind sound effects.
Anyway,
is Big Mac listening to lo-fi beats to sleep or study?
Hell yeah! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's a full ASMR lad.
Full ASMR lad. Absolutely. When he's doing his fancy mathematics.
Yeah. It's true.
Very true. Hi, how's it going?
You know,
It's going well. It's so good to hear from you.
Yes. I was dead for this morning.
I noticed. I messaged you and was like, are you gonna stream? Because we usually stream at the same time.
Yeah, but I
was like, you're not online.
Because, I trialed wearing heavy pants to bed.
Did it actually make you sleep better?
I think it actually made me sleep worse, because I was like, I woke up a couple times, and I was dehydrated, because I think I was sweating too much. And I was like,
no.
But
I was hoping it would have made you sleep better.
No. But what it did do, however, is make me get out of bed a lot quicker, because
that's good.
With me as opposed to leaving it in the bed. So there you go.
Yeah.
okay, I need to ask: are these heavy pants made of steel or
lead, of course?
concrete, or?
I just wore my medieval armor to bed.
Made out of lead.
Made out of lead. That's why it's for bed. They're made of lead for bed.
Bed lead.
Lord.
Bed lead leggings.
Yeah.
It just sounds like the something that the mob would make you wear when
If you...
well, it's like you go to the ocean. It's like he's not, and then Billy says, "Well, Daddy,
see?
Mommy, what's the boy doing? He's just sleeping in the river. Okay, he's just sleeping."
That's a bit dark.
I'm
just
full of
sorry, did I go to? Oh
give him
gosh.
the lead pants, eh? If you don't give him money back, we're gonna give you the lead pants treatment.
When you said you're gonna give me lead, I thought you were gonna shoot me, but okay.
Oh, it's good to hear your voices. I know I haven't been active much in the cadet server.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I drop a line once in a while. But, yeah, life's been good.
Well, that's good news. So how's if I remember correctly, do you live in Sydney?
No.
No, Melbourne. I'm terrible at this.
It just sounded like, hang on, Cadet doesn't live in Sydney.
No, I'm talking about
Not me. It's not gonna be you.
Just like she knows where I live. What? Okay. Melbourne.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
how's all of this restriction stuff going down with you?
Yeah. I've been one of the lucky ones, no pun intended, and I get to drive. I get to drive to work each day.
Oh, good. Good news.
Yeah. I have. Yeah. There's some people stuck at home. I know some people absolutely love it with a vengeance. Sorry, I don't do sarcasm that well sometimes. And and yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I've stayed connected with my friends online. I'm pretty close to family, and
Yeah. Well, that's
it's good to go to the office, and then I grab my lunch from my local, and then there's a park, and I walk, and
Yeah.
I'm probably
That's
pretty well active
That's
during this crazy time.
Yes.
One
Restriction,
real
yeah.
quick random thing.
Yes.
Have a good night,
Yeah.
Destiny.
Oh.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Sleep well, Destiny. Was that in the your chat?
My
Yeah, in the live
stream.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been staying awake for quite a bit for the stream.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
like,
Oh, wow.
go
what
sleep.
age is
MVP.
It's like
Pardon?
3 a.m. for Destiny, I think.
that?
Yes, yeah, it is.
You know what they
Yeah,
say.
that's why I was
Destiny
like,
waits
"Oof,
for no
I
one.
gotta say goodbye.
Oh. No, Destiny waits for Cadet.
Considering.
Except for Cadet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tiny
Oh.
disclaimer. That's always be with that phrase. If you
Oh,
really
no, we're
hard
wrong.
enough-
Wait, what?
Oh,
It's 2 o'clock
2
in the
a.m.
morning, not 3.
hang
2
on.
o'clock in the
Two-
morning.
2
not-
a.m. times 33. Where do you live?
Probably somewhere in Europe, likely France, Germany.
I read that it's times 33, and I'm just thinking, are you in
Hard.
Jupiter or something? Wow, this stream is going into solar.
Interplanetary.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Intersolar to be different suns. Oh, technically, interstellar would be different suns.
Oh yeah. Did you say Interstellar? That sounds like a shoe.
It's
New Interstellar.
What?
Interstellar.
I heard Interstellar. I was like,
That's
oh.
my accent for you. Not even other Australians can hear it.
Yeah. It's very flawed.
It's flawed. My accent
Sorry.
is flawed, so it makes people flawed.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. All right. So
Oh, you really floored that one. He's
Yep.
flooring it, mate.
it's flooring it.
Nah. See, the reason that's a joke
Yeah.
is because we were in person. When I
Oh,
was in
yes,
Australia. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was talking about something, and even via context, I had no clue what he was referring to. So he said, I don't even remember what it was, but it was something like something flawed is the actual thing, and I said, wait, floored or flawed?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh
oh
no.
no. It was great. It was that's the moment he realized just how bad his accent was. I'm like,
So I have to ask, was it flawed or flawed?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it was one of the two.
yeah, I don't, we can't remember now, but we just make the joke.
Though I remember distinctly, I was driving up.
Yeah.
We were driving up my street.
Comedy Road.
Comedy Road.
We were driving up Carmody Road.
Mhm.
It's pronounced comedy. And I'm not okay with this.
Because it wasn't even me that said it that time. It was the navigator that said, "Turn right, comedy."
Comedy. Yeah, and I
it's
said
like,
comedy.
That's how you spell comedy here?
That's how you spell comedy. And I'm like, explain to me what this is supposed to be, please. And he just had no clue.
That actually reminds me of a street here in Melbourne called. Now everyone pronounce it Marnie's Road, but it's spelled Mahoney. Now I always call it Mahoney Road because it makes me think of McPolice Academy.
Right.
And I was like, that's so much cooler. But Marnie, it's like, how do you? It's not money. It's oh gosh.
That's like Marnie, can you go down to the store and get some milk?
Yeah, like Marnie.
Yeah.
You're like, what the heck?
Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to think about if any other street names I've come across which people pronounce it that it shouldn't be pronounced that way. I think that's the only street I know.
But yeah, you feel it, right? It's not just me.
No, oh gosh, no, I feel you. Actually, a question for the chat: have you come across a street that you should think that should be pronounced a certain way, that other people pronounce it in a way that you think is wrong? Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
Because I feel like that's a problem that's not distinct to Australians.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely. There's probably a few in... like, the only example that comes to mind is, like, the Navajo name for the town I live in. Right?
Yeah.
So, in Navajo, it's Twita. That's how you're supposed to say it. Twita.
Oh, no. Oh, you live in Twitter,
No! But, when people, like, when it's mostly white people, when white people say it, they say Tota. Tota. It's so not the same. It's so not the same at all.
Oh my god!
It hurts. And the bad thing is, there's posters everywhere. We have something called the Tota Theater that is like butchered. They named it. They named it that.
Incorrectly.
They named it the wrong one. So it's called the Tota Theater, and I'm like. That's why I'm like, the only example I can think of is one where they just butchered the like pronunciation. Twita.
Oh my gosh.
And it means near the river or near the water, technically. But yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm just trying to pronounce it. How do you pronounce it again?
Twita.
It sounds like
it does sound.
It's so
Twita.
Specific.
It
sounds like Twitter. It sounds like you're saying Twitter in a weird accent, but it's not.
Twitter.
So is it?
Yeah.
Is it
Twa?
Twitter. To we.
You guys are talking over each other.
Yeah. Sorry.
So is it? Wait, what? What were you saying?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Is it twa or twi?
Twa. It's twa. Twata.
Twata. And do you have to do that glottal stop after the A sound?
Yeah. It's an O.
But
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It sounds like an A to you.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. But I'm like, that's the first example that comes to mind.
Yeah. And then you don't even want to like know how to pronounce that DZ place.
DZ. Can't even heckin' pronounce. God, yeah. It's like a town of like 6 people, but every time I pass through it, I feel so bad. These people just can't pronounce it.
Yeah, and it's mostly white people again.
Yeah. So they shorten it to DZ.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the first 2 letters. Here, let me go grab it. Actually, maybe Quillboy can grab it. I don't know.
Maybe. Let's see.
Let's see.
That's weird. when I think of DZ, I think about the demilitarized zone in between North Korea and South Korea. And I was like, where? Huh? What?
Easy, and you're like, wait, what?
Okay, this is not the DZ. It's just people who are wrong. It just reminds me. I just reckon if I say your town name long enough, I'll start speaking. I think I say it long enough, I'll start speaking. People start to think I'm saying Klingon. I reckon if I say the name again, I'll just go further badly.
Oh no!
I mean, because I'm thinking now I'm thinking about Kopla, which is like that salute phrase from Klingon, and oh my god, Polish.
I found.
Oh, should I have a go? Oh gosh,
sorry, yeah,
look
sorry.
at that. Oh, so if a challenge from Philip Gosh. Actually, my parents are Polish, so I'm actually been learning to speak Polish with the Duolingo app. Yeah, totally a sponsor.
Nice.
It was meant to be for a European trip that we were going to do in literally just at the beginning of this month.
You were. Yep, I feel that.
Yep. It was because we were invited to a Polish wedding, and okay, springtime in Poland, summer. Oh my god, it's gonna be fantastic! And it's like, we're not just gonna do Poland. We're gonna do Poland for 10 days, and then we'll go to Paris, and we'll drive through France to Spain and Barcelona, and then stop by in Iceland and Reykjavik. Anyway. Sorry, rambling. Anyway, so let me see if I can pronounce this, and I hopefully Philip, you would provide the translation, because even I don't know that. If that's a single Polish word, that sounds like a Polish place or Polish town. Let's see, Constantinople. Oh gosh, how do I say this in one go? Constantinopolitan Chikovanechka.
Too many syllables, man.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, that is one of the famous traits of the Polish language. You have syllables that you even didn't know.
My favorite thing is that my favorite thing is that Google still doesn't know how to type it.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to process.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why the L/ is there, and then the TH as well. That's not how it's spelled in Navajo.
No, yeah.
The TH is not supposed, the TH isn't there, but Google does not know how to figure it out.
I feel like the LTH is the white person's guide to pronouncing the L/.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is for sure.
Oh. Thanks, Philippe. Is a girl coming from Constantinople. I mean, I thought that's what it is, but why you've combined it all into one word?
I guess it's just because that's how it is.
I guess it is. I have not come across that. Huh. Gee, there you go. The more you know.
Yes.
The more you know.
Oh yeah. So that's right. We were talking about the places and names you can't pronounce, but it reminded me also of places that I've come across in Melbourne that are. It's like, I'm just thinking the person who decided to make this name of a place. Now, there's a town. If you drive sort of northern sort of Victoria, this is the southern state. If you're playing, for those playing at home, of Australia, not the most southern state. Not the one that's dangly at the bottom. But it's a place called Kilmore. There's a place called Kilmore. It's only got one L.
Oh, like the last name.
Kilmore.
Oh my god! Who's got that as a last name?
Yeah, that is a last name. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the last name of the serial killer.
I just thought it was one of those really murderous towns, and they decided we're going to drop one L because we want to change our reputation.
No, it's a surname.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a surname.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
okay, that's literally changed my perception.
Well, there you go. I mean, like most things you'd find like that. If it's something that sounds a bit strange, then it's most likely a last name. Or it's just an archaic way of saying it. Like, there's this one place in England called Penistone. But if you could imagine how it's spelt, auto filters don't like that place. Because it's Penistone.
I can imagine.
And then people like Tom Scott online did a video about that, how people would say where they live and then find that the automatic filter says they live in Starton. Yeah.
Oh. Gosh, I want to live in Starton. That's what all stars are. Yeah, you know what? I think, Philip, the Iceland. I think they may have just created the names just to mess with people.
I feel like they have specific purposes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's possibly a thing, because I know that in many Arabian countries, the places are actually named after the family who founded it. So that's a big thing. And then you have like I'm not sure if this is correct, but one of my students who is Arabic, I can't remember. I'm probably being very racist at the moment. He had a picture of his hometown, and it was fairly certain, if I remember correctly, it was named after the family who settled it, and he's actually part of the lineage of the family who settled it, and so he's very like me. He's very touchy about how people pronounce his name and people pronounce his last name specifically, because that is the family who settled that town, and to not pronounce it right is kind of like it's disrespectful. So it's a great person in his lineage, and I just find that really interesting, because it was like 100 or so years ago when his family settled that town. So it's like, I'm not sure if it was 100 years ago. It's probably like 200-300 years ago.
I'm liking Belmont's contribution. Kilgore is also a surname if you're looking for something that sounds even more violent.
It's great.
What did Al Gore do to you?
Man.
I mean, gosh. I'm just trying to imagine a TV show. Kilgore. Oh my god, that also is like Kilgar from Kilgar's Code.
Too many cooks, too many.
There you go.
Kilgore.
Kilgore. And it's like, what's worse than killing? Killing Gore.
Oh no. The war on video games. Hashtag Kilgore.
Hashtag Kilgore. I love it.
Today we've announced the war on Gore.
Oh no.
And
You can imagine that'd be real though.
That'd be so
That's
real.
the worst part.
That'd be so real.
That's the absolute worst part. I don't know how to draw headphones.
The parents of America are petitioning to remove gore and violence of video games, so they've named their community the Kilgore.
Yeah, exactly.
So
See,
good,
it would totally work.
It's that perfect level of
And I'm
irony that
upset.
works so well in that, and it's
it's like what's the word? It's like a fake fact almost. Like it feels like it could be real. You need to Snopes on it.
Hashtag Kilgore.
That really tickled you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That was literally what I was about to say. That really tickled you.
Yep.
Oh goodness.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. If we allow hiccups,
Sorry.
we definitely allow laughter.
Sometimes someone will have me cracking up, and I will go on, and then I'll try and hit the mute. I'll try and hit the mute thing on Discord, but sometimes I just can't because I'm just
Sometimes you laugh
Just
too
laughing
much and you accidentally hit the deafen key. You accidentally right-click for some reason. It just doesn't work.
oh, stereotype. Sup, yo, yo.
Howdy.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome aboard. We're talking to Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie. Welcome aboard. So,
Oh my goodness, is that like the what you call it? You got the opposite. So we've got Kilgore and we've got, what did you just say, Quillo?
welcome aboard.
Yeah, the welcome aboard. That doesn't work.
Doesn't work. No.
Silly pony, silly me. What am I saying?
It's okay.
I'm back.
Evershade, welcome back. I thought I knew someone had left, and I was like, oh, who was it? Someone important. And now
Oh,
you're back.
thank you.
And now you're back.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
We've been launching our new crowdfunding campaign, Kilgore.
No, is it
Oh no.
for Mothers Against Violent
Wait.
Video Games?
I was
boy.
like, I didn't agree to this. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm launching the crowdfunding.
There you go.
Sponsored by.
Correction. I'm going to get ahead of the curve before the actual thing starts.
Yes. Then you can be the leader of the crowdfunding campaign, and you can get all the money
Yeah.
yourself, and then steal it when it actually comes through.
Yes.
Because it's a scam.
Whoa. I did not know that.
Yeah, that violence, that Kilgore charity place is actually a giant scam, funding big game.
Oh my lord. Is it the most dangerous game?
Uh-oh.
I mean, if it's on Steam for 99 cents, sure.
And if it has a lot of gore in it, it's a very dangerous game.
Let's steal.
There we go.
It's corrupting innocent minds.
Innocent youths.
Innocent youths.
I've never heard that used like anywhere else.
Anywhere else but in like news sites. A terrible sensation sweeping the nation that is affecting our youths.
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 Do they say youths in Australia?
I think
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Interesting.
Usually it's just children or young
Yeah.
young Australians. That's the terminology that they use. Young Australians. Yeah.
Very specific.
Very specific.
Only
Only
Australians.
Australians. We don't care about the Filipino kids.
Wow.
Very racist.
How dare.
Wow.
Everyone disliked that.
We've lost karma.
Quillo, you need to not. I would have accepted American kids.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That would be bad.
It would have been funnier.
Yeah, that's true.
It would have actually been funny.
We don't care about those English kids.
Oh,
Oh.
poor Jack.
The imperialists.
Well, if he's going down, he's going to take as many with him. That's okay.
Oh, God.
That was my bad. I apologize.
Don't let the Kilgore get you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
It's about
Now it sounds like it's a Krampus kind of creature. A Kilgore.
it does kind of. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Should I maybe I should commission it. Oh my goodness! I'm liking it so much. I will commission the Kilgore,
Oh.
and
Do
I'll ask who's like, okay, I want one that you would think it is, and put one, and then I would commission one. I want the cutest version of this possible. What would it be?
Heck yeah,
Naked?
I'll do the cutest.
Yes.
I need the cutest. It'll be perfect.
Cadet, I'll commission you for the sketch.
That's That's
Beautiful.
the second time that a commission has been got from a joke in a stream.
Yeah, the first was the TP Bandit with Mama P. Have you seen that? Has everybody in the call seen that art piece?
No.
I'm not
Oh
sure.
gosh! All right, we're gonna here. I'm gonna grab the link and I'm gonna put it in the Patreon. So there was a joke in the stream.
Yeah.
Gosh, how many weeks ago was? I don't even know. So here's this. This is the result of oh, I had made the comment. Here's how it happened. I made the comment about how the ultimate like way to flex your money right now is to TP someone's house.
Yeah.
That was the ultimate flex. And Mama P made a joke, and then I said no. Or they said something about the TP Bandit, and I said, when you say TP Bandit, I think of Junkrat,
Yes.
but with toilet paper instead.
Yeah.
And it's weird looking at it. When was it? Oh my god! Oh, it is May 25th. Oh my goodness! This year. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, it's very recent.
Oh my gosh! So this is right on the money with things happening now. Right now, I mean.
Yeah,
If this
exactly.
character-
Yeah.
If this character can burn toilet paper like this, he must be rolling in it.
Exactly.
Well, no, he's not rolling in it, he's throwing it
He
at
steals
people's
everyone's toilet paper. He's the TP Bandit. That's the thing. I'm like, heck yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah, that was the first one, and now we're talking about.
There we go.
Now we're talking about the freaking Kilgore as like a creature. As a terrifying monster.
Cadet, how much would you charge for that?
I'd have to figure it out.
No
I'm
worries,
like,
I'll let you
we'd
figure
have-
that
yeah.
out. But
Okay.
I want this to happen. Yep. It's happening. It's happening.
It'll be beautiful. It's a double layered joke because in real life I'm poor. Mama P, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sad. It was a triple layer joke because you're also Australian. So like Junkrat Australian, Mama P Australian. Like that was the double joke for the first time.
Yeah.
Gee, that's a lot of Australian.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of Australians here. It's kind of fantastic.
Well, that's what I love about US streams. They just tend to fall on great for Australian time.
Good morning. Come to the stream.
Start your day with the cadet stream.
Start your day.
Part of a balanced breakfast.
Start your day off right.
Part of a balanced breakfast.
Cadet stream.
Oh no.
And I think that's what Ponyfest was so good. Like, it's like started at a ridiculous hour. It's like, all the panels I want to tune into are like around lunchtime. It's like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
The next
Nice.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe they've done 3 already. I've been having to slip of the tongue. Oh, it's been going for 3 years. I mean, 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodness.
It's
I
been
am like
slipping every
all
time.
online con partied out, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh. Yeah.
And I didn't think
I
I'm not going to
get
buy anything.
lost.
Yeah. And I thought, I'm not going to buy anything again from Pony 3.0. I was like, there's some prints. Oh, I'll grab those. Dang it. Actually, it's funny. This week, I've had most of the stuff I bought from the first Pony Fest arrive.
Nice. I was going to say all the customs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I just and people saying, I don't know when it's going to get there. It's like, hey, it's cool. It will get here when it gets here.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
It's true.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool because I ended up forgetting what I bought in the first place.
So
and then it shows up.
It's like a present.
Yay! That's beautiful.
Oh, so that, oh, it's great. And of course I take pictures and I send it back just to let the vendors know, oh, by the way, it came and they're so happy. It's like, oh, good. I thought it got lost. Yeah.
I always worry about that too. I send everything to specific person in Australia just to make sure things actually make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you've got like a test person. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
It's Quillo.
Do I want to commission Quillo as a guinea pig for this context?
I mean, I'm already a koala miner, so.
Oh.
It's true.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, I need to be politically correct. Koala, not guinea pig. Koala. Koala. Not koala bear. Mm-mm.
It's kind of like saying bear.
Just koala. Bear. Oh my gosh, I should really watch that show. Actually, we were celebrating my nephew's 2nd birthday yesterday, and we made a whole bunch of lasagna. We made a lasagna party.
Oof,
Dang. Dude,
Yeah.
do you know how long it's been since I've had lasagna?
Really? Oh, how long?
Goodness gracious. I don't even remember.
Oh, that's long enough.
It's been before I was in Australia, I think.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a year and a half ago now. Ah! It's been a year and a half. No!
Oh my goodness. All right.
I need to go back.
Everyone donate today to the coffee because we need to get Cadet a lasagna.
A lasagna.
This is the lasagna fund.
Cadet's lasagna fun. One of the stretch goals is to have her go down to Australia to have
That's the
Oh yeah,
stretch
oh, that's a good one. Lasagna in Australia. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll back that.
I'd back that.
Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Just been
goodness.
warned. I'm too loud because I forgot that my brother sleeps during the day.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oh, does he work the night shift?
Yeah, he's a VA and a gamer.
Voice actor?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. The night shift being American time.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's it. Help get this lasagna. Oh, that's funny.
Those
Anyway.
So yeah, it's my night. Our brother, he made a lasagna which was made with like basil and like red wine and everything. And
Basil.
really smooth. Oh yeah,
Basil.
and basil.
Basil.
Basil. Oh, Baza.
Baza. Oi, mate.
Oh goodness.
And
Where did I land? Where am I?
You in Queensland?
the land of Queens.
It's true.
Yes.
It's
I'm
just
all about.
the entire suburb of Queens in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's a different suburb, Steve.
All I'm imagining now is just waking up in the morning to a stream where Cadet's just like, "Good morning, everyone. Today it's a Tuesday. How are y'all doing?" It's just like a morning stream.
Well, today's Tuesday.
Just like out of nowhere.
I was doing the example, just like,
Yeah, just
Oh my
out
goodness,
of nowhere.
hold on.
I did that on Wednesday, but I did it at like 2 p.m. A little closer to my normal schedule.
shit.
Schedule, yes. I do say some
That's-
words weird. Some weird words.
Some weird.
Well, that's
weird
That's a good question. Is it schedule or schedule?
schedule.
Schedule.
Yeah.
It depends on where you're from.
Yeah, it's like how kids
I
go to
think-
school.
It's like, yeah, I was gonna say, it's like how some people are like, no, you say school, not shul. That's literally what I was gonna say.
Shul sounds like a school that's underwater.
Shoot. No.
Sure.
Oh. Oh my goodness, Evershade is going to help. Oh yeah, help get this lasagna to go to Cadet Richard. Yeah, the life goal. I'm also curious about that. A final life goal. Gee, that's intense.
Use a little company.
I got
Gee, I'm literally hanging on the edge of my seat. I actually want to know the answer to this.
Said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all
Like,
alone.
is
I
it
know, right?
Cadet's
Same.
Patreon? Is it Cadet's Patreon page, or is it your Patreon page?
Who's
Yeah, what is the life goal?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Tell us the life goal.
Gosh.
Tell us your
must
life's
know.
goal. If it is a worthy one, you shall live.
Oh.
To achieve your life goal, because it's kind of good, to be honest. Yeah, it's a good goal.
Let's pull up a big Mac picture. Don't forget to tag MLP because I end up looking at
Mac is so
Picture-
sleepy.
just burgies. What'd you say?
Mac is so sleepy.
He's so heckin' sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh, Philip says he's going to leave it. He or she's going to leave it as a surprise.
Oh.
A life
Ooh.
goal as a surprise.
That's
I don't understand.
Yeah. The life goal is a surprise, or someone's
Oh, I see. Very interesting.
Dessert platter.
Uh-huh. One of my yeah, that's a pretty big hint, actually. Goodness. That's a really
Okay.
big hint. Wow.
I'm clearly don't know anything about this. What's the story behind the dessert platter?
That's one of my Patreon thingies.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That's what she calls her tears.
Yeah, it's some tasty tears. It's like this is when you put them out, it's like, oh my god, this is a brilliant idea.
It's a really
Oh,
nice.
yummy.
It's adorable. I love it. So something that's
I really like my cafe theme. I really do.
It's a really
It's a
oh,
it's
how
very what?
how dare you! I just looked over to your thing and I noticed what type of computer Mac is using.
You've just now noticed.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, me too. Oh my gosh.
You monster.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone. I've suddenly
No.
killed everything.
Macception.
Macception.
I had to. It's the joke
It
already.
is the good joke. It is the good joke. So I will give you that. But like also
like,
it's a
come
Mac as well. Not only is it an Apple product, but it's also a Mac.
I'm sorry. I'm
Is it weird
ruining
that I'm actually-
everything.
It's so good.
Is it weird that I'm looking at it? It's like, oh, it looks like an iMac, judging by the keyboard and the mouse.
That was I'm just imagining Big Mac sitting in a chair reading a book, doing like, I'm doing some research on my MacBook.
Oh no.
Oh my god, reading a book about a MacBook.
How?
Oh my gosh.
Dare you?
Well, that's it.
How dare?
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna go down these stairs here.
Maybe that's why you got so tired surfing the net, because you're just used to reading books about computers.
It's possible.
Possible.
Yeah.
I took the elevator back up.
Har har. Oh, that's right, because you're streaming
I'm
too.
streaming too, yeah. It's a dual stream.
Yep.
We've got... Oh, interesting, actually. The stream.
Interessant.
Interesting. There's a little bit of a delay in my stream on the bottom left of my screen.
Interesting. Let me just do this.
Just,
And then fill those. Do those there.
you drew an ember before, did you?
Ember?
Yeah.
You have the
Oh,
wrong
Ember.
stream.
No, June official stream. I don't know. It was Spitfire and someone. But I just saw purple and pink, so I don't know who it was.
Oh, it's the same pony looking back at themselves. It's the Spider-Man meme.
Ah, okay. That's funny. That's really funny. Doing the pointing.
Yeah.
She said, I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone and couldn't deliver.
So, which Spider-Man was it?
The Spider-Man.
Just a Spider-Man
The
meme
Amazing
Oh.
Spider-Man.
where they're pointing at each other.
Oh.
Okay.
But you just made me think of the Into the Spider-Verse one. Oh my gosh, I love that.
You're pointing at me right now.
Oh my lord.
That was so good. All those animation styles and everything.
Love that movie.
It's such a good film. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's vinyl.
The way that they like rendered everything and the frame rate and just so many amazing camera angle elements and like really great use of cinematography just already, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
It was
so
just,
good.
I mean, it's almost like if you're wondering what kind of, if you're like starting to get into the art world or something, just watch that movie. It's like this. I mean, it's so
Yeah.
much feast for the eyes, and it's like
Yeah,
it is so much like an animated comic book.
Yeah.
That's like
that was their
that's
goal.
so many-
They absolutely
Yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah, that was like the big thing about that movie. They wanted it to be an animated comic book, and they bloody well got it right, dude.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
a good film. I'm so glad it did won best animated film, didn't it?
I've never seen a mare.
At the Oscars, right?
At the Oscars?
The Academy Awards, or something
What year did it come out?
like 2018, was it?
What, the Spider-Verse thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2018. Well,
Yeah, 2018 actually. Yeah.
Was it 28?
the
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Best
You
animated
won
feature
best animated feature. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
2019.
They damn well should have.
Yeah, they damn well should have. The
and
2018.
they did.
And they did.
Yes.
Yes.
Who was
I've
it?
actually
Who was
stopped
up
paying the.
against? So it was up
I
against.
actually stopped paying it. Oh, what was it up against?
Wait a second. Oh no, 2019. It won the award in 2019. So it was up against Ralph Breaks the Internet, Mirai, sorry, Incredibles 2, and Isle of Dogs. So it had pretty good competition, especially since Incredibles 2 and Ralph Breaks the Internet was on there.
yeah, I
but,
that was good.
There was
Looks good.
no chance it couldn't have been anything but Into the Spider-Verse. Because like
You know. Oh yes, go ahead.
because like they broke all of the conventions of typical animated films. They made their own rendering device for this. Like
Yeah.
you don't just rewrite 3D rendering software, but they decided to do that for this film, and it's
Yeah.
just amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's so.
it's so.
My-
If you have anybody in the stream, it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
Yeah. It's really good.
It's really good.
It's
My-
a feast.
My flight to HarmonyCon was like 2 hours, and I was like, what do I do? And then I saw it was on Netflix, so I was like, sure. I like literally took the whole flight to watch the entire movie, which is like perfect timing.
Mm.
And how was it?
Oh, it was good, really
I was
good.
on a 24-hour flight to
Watched it 4 times.
I watched it 4 times. I did indeed. I watched it on the way to and the way back, since it was on the airplane's video thingy. Like, it has
Thingy.
movies on it. The entertainment suite in the airplane. Yeah, it was like, oh hell yeah. That movie just fills me with so much like inspiration and motivation and whatnot.
Mm-mm.
Oh, those colors look so good, Cadet. Oh,
Thank you.
oh, Big Mac. Oh, Big
I know, our precious boy.
Precious boy.
so precious.
He's sleeping.
Oh, that almost looks like when you're staying up for a live stream, or you actually are live streaming, and you've fallen asleep during the
Is
live
this
stream.
Jack if he falls asleep in a stream because it's really early where he is?
Yeah.
I'm not asleep.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, if Jack...
2 o'clock in the morning.
Are you asleep, Jack?
It certainly is. No, I've been here the whole time.
He's
I'm-
just very quiet for some reason.
Yeah,
Maybe because it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
probably.
Mm. MP's
No, I'm not
given
tired.
11. Oh, sorry.
It gets the Mama Ponk 11 out of 10 award for a good film. For a second,
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to
Heck yeah.
Big Mac sleeping, and I'm like, wait, that's not a film. really.
For a good film.
A good
Yep,
film,
this
yeah.
is good film.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, it was such
You know what's actually spooky about that? Because that's technically my birthday when you have the day in the month.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Wait, what? When you have a day in the month, it's technically your birthday.
Yeah,
My
the
mind is
11/10,
blown.
okay.
Day
11/10,
of the
so
10th.
No, 'cause
11th of
I'm-
October, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I'm the 11th of October.
Yeah, the 11th of October. Not
Yeah.
the 10th of November, for the American audience over there. No, it's the 11th of November.
That's true.
Yeah,
Mm.
yes.
Yeah,
Ah,
Australian.
Australian. Reasonable. I always call it reasonable.
Are you reasonable?
It's just what I'm used to.
No, I was just saying, I thought you were saying Australians are reasonable. And I was like, are you? You're going to speak for all Australians right this very second?
As a representative for Australia,
As a representative of all Australians ever.
Could you use a little company?
Quillo, are we a reliable sample of the population?
Quillo is a good sample.
I love the way you said reliable. That was perfect. That's great. Are we a reliable source of the population? No,
I didn't
because
mean
you're
to-
both male. Doesn't.
We're not.
I don't know what the gender gap is there, actually.
Yeah, nah.
Me neither.
You know?
Yeah, nah.
Nah, mate.
She does.
By the way, good night, Philip. Good night, Philip.
Good night, Philip.
Oh, yeah. Good night. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Goodness.
Is that
The reason that
exchange rate?
no. Well, yeah, that's the exchange rate. 150 US dollars is around 650. What is the name of the? Let's see. What does PLN actually stand for?
Philip. PLN.
Poland. I don't know how to say the dollar. I don't know how to say it.
Poland zloty.
Usually it's zloty, but Poland is in euros really now.
Yeah.
Zloty.
Zloty.
If I can trust Google, which I can't because it heckin' breaks all my stuff.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Polish zloty.
With that alarm,
Polish.
the stream is now coming to an end.
Ah, yes, it's the end of stream.
The end of stream ding.
This end of stream ding.
Yeah.
That is the Polish zloty.
Slotty. Yeah.
Ah,
And so I was like, I don't know how to pronounce it.
in modern
Zloty,
Polish,
so,
L with the line through it is normally pronounced
yeah.
W, exactly as W in English, as a consonant, as in wet.
God.
So it's
See,
Zloty.
that's totally different. That's
This
crazy.
pronunciation first appeared among Polish lower classes in the 16th century. So it's Zwolty. Złoty, yeah. Złoty.
Zloty, yeah.
Cool.
I should know this.
Yes, Mr. Learning Polish.
Thanks, Cadet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cadet. That was fun.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's always good to have a fun stream.
Said I've never seen a mayor who looks so lonely, pretty.
And I might send you. I'll send you a PM. 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 Oh, AM. PM. About Kilgore.
Kilgore. Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
No.
Alrighty.
Oh. Okay. Let me check.
Y'all are goofs.
We are goofs. I'm still streaming
Yeah.
as well. So since this is no longer being aired, do you reckon I should just?
You're gonna
pop back
say
on-
goodnight?
Well, I'm still gonna stream for another little bit. I reckon another 30 minutes or so. But my question is, should I go back? Should I go back to the depths of where I came from, or should I just stay in here? Just got to be mindful that we're still streaming on my end.
That's true.
Yeah.
I am gonna go grab food because I am hungry.
Mama Punk says migration.
Migration. Oh yeah, give me a link to your stream.
Okay. Let me just.
Give me a link.
Yeah, no, that's your stream.
It's in the announcements, right?
Yeah, it's in my announcements. That's one. That'd be a quick way to
Copy
do it.
message link. Or no, copy link.
Yeah, just
Here we go.
The YouTube.b. YouTube.b. There it is. Anyway, so
Go raid Quillo.
go raid my stream.
Yeah.
I'll be in my server.
Yep.
So I'll go get food, Cadet, and
Mhm.
yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. Alrighty. Bye.
I bid you all adieu.
I was almost
Bye-bye.
3 hours of stream. And we got 1.5 pictures done.
I see. But you were coloring and everything, so that
I was.
you were
That's
just doing line
true.
work. If you're doing line work, you might be able to do like 6 pictures, but
That's definitely true actually. I do line work better than, or even just sketches.
There it is. Oh, that's about reading corner. But yeah, sketches usually been like get like 10 or 12 done in 3 hours. Anyway, so I'm gonna migrate over to my server. So it's funny because on their end it cut out, but on your end, people watching the stream, it just continued. It's very quiet now. Okay. Enough making desert noises. Hello and welcome to my stream in and of itself. We got Twilight reading in the corner since Cadet stream is no longer live. And yeah, it's going good. So we're going to continue with I think I might actually do Vinyl's motions now, since I've got Berry's motions mostly done. Ruby. I keep calling it Berry, but that's her mother. Alright. So, Krivenko, had asked who was talking out there, and that was an assortment of Cadet Redshirt, Joined the Herd, Evershade, and Lucky Knight in the thingy. So that was who was talking at the moment. But now I've gone back into my server, and it's just me. It's just me now. If you want to join the voice chat, you're more than welcome to. You just have to follow the link that's right here. Am I pointing at it correctly? I don't know. I'm not looking at OBS, so I don't know if I'm actually doing the thing or if you can actually see my hands. Okay, I'm gonna point it just right here. This link here. That if you follow that, you can join in my server, and then I'll give you a rank, and you'll be able to come on right in, which is good news. So yeah, that is what it is at the moment, and we're still going to be doing some good old animation here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just remove vinyl out of the equation here, and that's Ruby looking a bit cross-eyed there. And we're going to have a look when you finish breakfast. Breakfast. I was trying to find a funny way to mispronounce that, but breakfast. Yeah, no worries, all good. Take your time. Though the stream might be streaming for another 30 or so minutes. But I've managed to do a hell of a lot of good stuff in this stream here. Because Ruby's now moving. And let's just have a look at her little walk cycle that I pulled out of my ass. So you see it. It's just like this. So I'm trying to get her to like rub her cheek against Vinyl's cheek here. It's really funny. It's really great that so one thing that I think is working really into the favor of this story is that no one knows who Ruby Pinch is, especially not adult Ruby Pinch. No one knows who that is, which is brilliant for the storyline of this, because that it sort of hits home further when you realize, oh crap, this is Barry's daughter. So yeah, it's brilliant. People are like, oh, is this an OC? I'm like, no, it's not. It's a show character. She's in the background, and it works even further that she's just a background pony. Like, I feel like her character wouldn't make the same sort of impact if I used someone like, say, Lyra, or someone like I don't know, just another background character, like if like Octavia, for instance. It wouldn't work the same. It wouldn't have the same sort of impact. But this is a character that you know exists, and is not an OC. It's an actual canon show character, and she's having to resort to this. So, oh. Okay.
Said I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone, and could you use a little company?
So the thing I'm mostly focusing on is her motion here. I don't necessarily need to focus on her motion here, because you don't see that. You see this. And that looks a hell of a lot better than that, because here her feet are sliding around all over the place and it doesn't look exactly all that nice. But you can't see that from this perspective, which is good news. The only thing that might happen is if I move the camera, you might be able to see some of that appearing, which is not good. I'm not so sure about this thing here, but I'm gonna Ruby base upper face. Here we go. I'm gonna add some expressions here to do something, you know, because I'm currently at a loss of what to do at the moment. I feel like if I try to move vinyl right now, it's not going to look right. I'm going to need to do it again. So here, lid lower, lid close, close eyes. Just going to go ahead and copy and paste this. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste this. I may as well. There we go. So that's an artifact from Spline. It can look kind of nice sometimes, but sometimes it's not what you want. So I don't need to copy and paste that. I just want to copy and paste this. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to have our eyes closed. Oh, maybe. I don't know, actually. I don't know. But I am going to have more of a lid lower, lid up, raise up. Something like that.
Use a little company.
And she needs to be looking up here. So I'm just gonna view target, move this view target over to the top right.
Could you use a little company?
That's better. That's a lot better. Lot better, mate. It's a lot better. Cool.
Said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all alone, and could you use a little company? She said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all alone.
Actually, I might actually have her looking at the booty right here.
Said I've never seen a mayor who looks.
And yes, Vinyl doesn't have a tail at the moment because I need to make sure that the motion actually looks right.
Said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all alone, and could you use a little
And I might make this, instead of looking in front of Vinyl, to be looking around. Actually, I should do here and then here to be looking, because I don't want this second eye to be visible. So I need to here, about here should be fine.
Looks so all alone, and could you use a little company?
Yeah. Cool.
She said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all alone, and could you use a little company?
I feel like I need to make that blink a little bit slower.
Could you use a little company?
Nice. Okay, so let's see what happens when I just use
Said
it
I've
as
never
flat
seen a
tangents.
mayor who looks so all alone, and could you use a little company?
I think curve, the spline tangents actually look a lot better, to be honest. Very nice.
Said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all alone, and could you use a little company? She said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all alone, and could you use a little company?
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just move her rig root a little bit closer, so she's actually leaning on Vinyl here. She's kind of munching on her cheek at the moment, but that's because Vinyl isn't moving. I'm going to be moving Vinyl. I really do like how she's moving here. And then I might also move the camera slightly. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens if I move the camera. Now I'm going to need to turn this up a little bit so that I can actually see. Oh, am I talking too quietly for the thingy? Let's have a look. So desktop audio is there. I'm going to move this over here, and I'm just going to move this. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine at the moment, which is good news. I'm not talking too quietly. That's quite quiet here. But I'm going to turn this up a bit more so that I can actually hear what's going on. 220. Alright, so because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move the camera to the beat of the song. I want to move the camera to the beat of the song. So I'm gonna. Because what's happened in this between here and here is that dun is gonna be one of those TV garbly cuts. Because I'm going to be making that as a motif throughout the entire thing. I did it slightly here and at the beginning, but I'm going to have it go through the entire thing because I think it's a really cool motif that I want to continue making happen. So, I'm gonna, and I feel like here I need to make the camera to here to sort of move like this. And that one specifically has a thing like this, and this one goes to that, yeah. And then, so how did I move the camera for this part here? So I did it so that it was a flat tangent to a linear tangent. So flat to linear. So, if I go back to this point here, well, it's called curve tangent in so curved fit there, but I call it flat tangent because it's a flat tangent. I feel like this part needs to be here. Oh, and when did I do it on this side? Because I'm kind of missing the point. Let's have a look.
Pretty little thing. Went out the corner of my eye. I saw a pretty little thing.
So it is on the actual sound is when the camera moves. So over here,
She said I've never.
so it's actually should be like this quick.
She said I've never seen.
And this point is when it's going to be like this, a bit like here. And that's going to be a curved one, and that's going to be a flat one.
She said I've never seen him. She said I've never seen.
Not sure how the camera is actually going to be moving here.
She said I've never seen a mare who looks so.
And by the way, this stream is going to get claimed. I don't want to move the camera too far to the left because then I'd have to do some scene building, and I want to avoid doing scene building as much as possible. And also, this lighting needs to be fixed hardcore because it looks very flat at the moment. She's currently in a shade, but like, yeah, like she's in a shade, but there still needs to be lighting, and I need to figure out how to light the shadows in a scene. So this might actually, this project might actually involve me going out to get some reference photos for how shadows look in real life in a shadow in a city. Because I have the opportunity of living near a city, so I can just go out and say, all right, here's a shadow. How does it look in real life? And I can try and model it such that I might actually need to grab like a something spherical, like a ball or something. If I have a grey matte ball, I might actually. I've got this demented head for help with ASMR recording. He got a little banged up in post. But I might be able to use this as a means of like a standard. All right, so this is how the lighting looks. So you can see here, I've got a light here, and that's what's casting this sort of light here. And you know, if I rotate it, that's sort of how that's working. And you might find in many animation workflows, you might find that they'll have two spheres in any general. A sphere that looks very foggy. And a sphere that looks very reflective. That's a matte sphere and a reflective sphere. And that's generally to understand, so that the animator can understand how the lighting should look in this area. And you might find in many films and movies like the Avengers, for instance, any of the MCU films, if you see the how it's filmed or the how it's made segment, behind the scenes is what it's called, sorry, the behind the scenes segment, you might find that they record all the time with a matte sphere and a reflective sphere, so that the animators putting characters like the Hulk or Rocket Raccoon in the scene is actually can actually get the lighting absolutely perfect. Because remember, you got to remember, the Hulk doesn't actually exist in the film, but the animators make it look as though it is, as though it just fits in perfectly. So that's the key. And so I'm going to need to do that when I'm actually out. Well, in order to make this lighting actually look real. Hello, someone joined. It is a Mama Punk, and yes, it's back to the I might just disable this hang on a sec. Don't worry about anything at the moment. Yeah. So now you should be able to talk. How's it going, Mama Punk?
Wait, what?
It's
Hey, I got a real microphone this time.
Ooh, it sounds lovely. Where'd you get that?
I don't have a stand for it though, so I have to hold it like an actual microphone. And it feels
really?
Weird.
So
Yeah,
you're
it does have a stand. I just broke it.
Okay. I see how it goes.
Yeah, it was kind of stuck, and I was trying to like move it so it was more comfortable in the standing position. But...
Oh no! Now it's broken. So you gotta hold it.
Yeah. It feels a lot more natural, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, imagine that.
Like a game show host.
Like a game show host or a podcast, maybe.
Oh, you're doing it now on stream.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, hello.
Hello.
Fly me to
Good
the
evening.
moon.
Let me see. I don't know the words. I should know the words, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know the words. I just know fly me to the moon, let me play amongst the stars. I want to know what gravity's like on Jupiter and Mars. That's all I know.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is just figuring out how to make this camera.
Never seen a mare who looks so.
actually do the thing I want to.
She said, I've never seen a mare who
The
looks
most
a wallow.
difficult part of
It's
anything.
the most difficult part, honestly. Because I've like, if you may have noticed in all of my animations thus far, I've never used. I've continuously avoid using motion like non-stationary camera, dynamic cameras. There we go. That's a nice way of saying it. The only animation I really did that with is my pride and joy, the Young Sweet Eyes animation. That's the only one that I really had motions in the camera. But even then, majority of the camera was always stationary. So trying to figure out how to do that here is very.
She said, I've never seen a mare who looks a wallow.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Could actually get rid of that.
She said, I've never seen a mare who looks a wallow.
Maybe like this, and then that one goes here.
She said, I've never seen a mare who looks a wallow.
Maybe. I think I might need to get rid of these points here.
She said, I've never seen a mare who wallow.
Oh, it's like the same position. What the hell? That's weird.
She said, I've never.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
She said, I've never seen a.
So it's about here, or I'm gonna move it about here, maybe. I don't know, because like one of the things that you need to make sure that you avoid doing is having a lot of back and forth motions, because that sort of it doesn't look all that natural. So I'm trying to see if I can actually do that.
She said, I've never seen a mare.
No, that's not that way. Not that way. I need to follow the motion of the characters as well. Sort of. It has a lot of camera cuts, but you might notice that there's not a lot of camera motion. That's the big thing. I mean, there's camera shaking, but I don't consider that as motion. That's just the camera. Like, you can still imagine that the camera is on a tripod or a stand and it's not moving. It just so happens that when Spitfire smacked the table, it did a bit of shaking. So I just have to relook at that the thingy here. So let me just go into my my channel.
She slammed it so hard that the camera couldn't take it.
The camera couldn't take it. It just couldn't. It just had to shake.
Yeah. Got the giblies.
Yeah, it got the giblies. So let me just and put this over here, and then I can.
Oh, that's it's a good whistle sound, boy.
All right.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we've got here this part here. I do have it on my actual screen, but like, shut up. Okay, why isn't it working? It died. It died. Wow, Chrome actually crashed. Holy crap. It's actually dead. Okay, I need to figure this out while. Holy crap! What the hell? Hello? Did my internet die? Mama P, say something. I think my internet died. No. Hang on a sec. No, it didn't die. So Mama P just went silent for some reason. And but the stream still said it's live. Yeah, the video is so cool that my PC crashed. It's just straight up dead. Okay, I just need to there we go. Because like I'm concerned because I can't hear Mama P and he's also Australian, so it's likely that just need to delete Chrome for a second there. My God. All right. So tell you what, I'm gonna get it on my actual hard drive here. All right. Hello. What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Phew.
I could hear you just fine. I was talking the whole time.
Oh, okay. Because I couldn't hear you at all.
Changed it to push to talk, and I fiddled with the USB port. So hopefully it's working now.
Okay, so
I might have moved.
Yeah, because it just happened at the exact wrong time for me to question my sanity.
Existential crisis, my guy.
Yeah.
All of
Existential
them.
crisis. Where is it? I need to view large icons. I don't know why it keeps switching it off of large icons and shit. It's in collabs, isn't it? Yeah, Untitled 7 compilation. I'm just gonna let that up, and then I can.
What's
So
the second?
this is my thingy here, And you can see in this one here.
Did you find the perp? He used VPN software. We can't track his IP. In English, goddammit! We can't find his computer. In French! Nous ne pouvons pas trouver son ordinateur. In Morse code!
Stationary cameras. It's all just stationary cameras. And you might find that's like if we just watch the entire Anthology 7, my entire all
What's
of
the
my
second to last letter of
shots
the
are all
alphabet?
entire
Why?
stationary
'Cause I wanna
cameras
know.
and just cuts. So you can see, I'm sort of talking over it, so you can't really.
Look
see
at
it,
how
but
cute these
the
pens
camera
are.
is never moving.
Zach, that's
It's always
gay. Jared, we've been dating.
Did you find the perp? He used VPN software. We can't track his IP. In English, goddammit! We can't find his.
Hey.
Something I was told not to do in film school. A lot of still.
A lot of still shots, yeah, to have stationary cameras. That's something that you shouldn't do, is it?
Well, the teacher I had in high school was like, no,
It's,
don't do that.
It's really hard to say. Like it's really annoying when you're in a sort of art teacher position and you say to your students, don't do that, because it's always wrong. There's always a it's always wrong to say that you should never do something in art. You know, you should never mess with your animation rendering software because the guys behind it. You should never do anything like that. Who cares that Into the Spider-Verse was a revolutionary film that broke literally every single convention in animation softwares? But you should never do that.
Stay in the box. Never leave the
stay
box.
in
If
the
you
box
look outside the
precisely.
box, I will slap you.
Exactly. That's something that an art teacher should never do, honestly. To constrain their students in a specific box. Although it is kind of gratifying when you show them that you made this thing outside of the box and you show them and you're, see? Because like
I did it good and I didn't need your help.
Exactly. Because I could imagine that you know how one film convention is that you need to cut your shots. You know, you need to have different angles in order to, when like someone's talking, you need to cut between the characters so you can see them talking. And you must always have some sort of cutting in the film, right? Well, 1917 happened, and it's one single take.
And it's so good,
it looks
man.
like one single take, but there is in fact different cuts in there.
Yeah.
But
it's
the way
really
it was executed
good.
was marvelous. And it's so good. If you haven't seen 1917, I highly recommend watching it because it's just a good film. It's just a brilliant film.
11 out of 10
It's
from
11 out of
Mama
10.
Pong.
Yeah.
Good Film Awards.
The good film, the Mama Pong Good Film Awards.
I might actually steal that for like a video idea.
Yeah, why not?
It's really good.
Yeah, go for it.
Just review a bunch of really good movies, and then the best ones, like the Super Mario movie, 10 out of 10.
Have you ever heard a story?
So, going back to like the camera motions, you might see that the camera will move in this shot.
Spoiled
how it,
boy
like, zooms in
a dark, empty void. A sacrifice unlocked
I love that shotting there.
in a dark, empty void.
Up and then out.
A sacrifice unlocked
I
by
do
the
love that
pure
shot there.
emotion of.
But like the camera's stationary until it gets to this point, where it goes around the characters. This is the only time I did any sort of big camera motion. I feel like I did it well here.
It looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. And I also played with the idea of silhouettes here by not having any lighting on them until this point. Only having lighting in the background.
I think I missed this one because I haven't seen it yet. It's so
Well,
good.
it is in my animation playlist. So if you just go onto my channel and look at my animation playlist,
I
you'll
will.
find all of my animation.
I usually go through I just go through the uploads. I never really go through the playlists.
Oh,
I don't
fair
know.
enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You might find that my uploads are just inundated with streams.
nice dab by the way. I saw that.
It's good stuff. Good stuff,
mate.
see.
Good stuff.
Mate. Good stuff. The only other one that had a dynamic camera was Jump in the Cack. You can see here I tried to do more of a handheld aesthetic to this one. You can see that there's a lot of camera motion. But that's because I wanted
This one's so good.
That's because I wanted the character of the camera operator to be a character.
which is personally a thing I really, really like in films and stuff.
It's
Like,
when the camera has if you want a film example of a film where the camera itself has a character, then look no further than Surf's Up.
oh, the penguin one.
The penguin one. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
No, it's so good. Like, you really, if you're a film student, you really need to see Surf's Up. Where's the screen? Here it is. Yeah, if you're a film student, you really need to see Surf's Up because it makes the camera as a character, and people like they sort of kind of break the fourth wall by actually looking at the camera itself, but like they're never actually looking at the audience; they're looking at the camera operator. And one of the things that they actually had to do with that film, it wasn't a successful film, which is a terrible thing for it because it's a really good one. Because they made, you know, an animated documentary about something that doesn't exist, which is always my favorite sort of trope. But like, you can actually feel that there's a camera operator, and what they actually had to do was they had to invent VR. They had to invent VR in order to make the camera operator like actually see what he's looking at in the show. So they animated the characters. And
Seriously?
then, yeah, they animated the characters, and then they made a rig for the camera to track the camera's motion, so that the camera itself doesn't actually do anything, but it just shows the camera operator what the camera would see if what was happening was actually real life. So it's essentially VR back in the day, because let's see, when did that film come out?
They broke open a Virtual Boy console and just used some of that.
Sort of like that's what they had back in the time. So let's see, Surf's Up, 2007. 2007. VR wasn't a thing back then.
I was
And they
just
had
a
to
boy
invent
in
it
high
for that
school.
film. Yeah. So I highly
Probably
recommend.
not even high school. Shit.
Yeah. I highly recommend watching Surf's Up because you know, the camera operator is a character in and of itself, and you know, people talk to the camera operator and the camera and whatnot. But like, you will see some scenes where you know, something dramatic happens and the camera operator is looking at that thing, and then the camera operator moves the camera to look at the character looks at the camera operator, and then they move back to the thing and they go back to what they were doing before. Like, it's the whole it's the thing like, oh no, what's happening, let's go. And it looks so good.
I will watch it.
Yes.
Words are hard. I'm still drinking my coffee.
I'm still in the middle of drinking my coffee. Let me do a little bit like this. Did you do the video with "Look at this cat" video? I don't think so. Look at this cat.
Isn't he grand?
I don't. Look at this cat. Isn't it neat?
Which Disney movie is that one?
That was
I can't remember.
Little Mermaid.
Ah, all right. The one, the that one.
Yeah. The one that did that one.
Yeah.
No, it's. Yeah.
Never seen a man.
Should go like here. Maybe. I think like I shouldn't be moving the camera right now because I need to make sure I get Vinyl's motion in before moving the camera.
She said I've never seen a.
That one needs to be.
She said I've
It's looking pretty good so far.
No. That one to this one, so there needs to be a flat text.
She said I've never seen a mare who looks.
Actually, since it's that.
She said I've never seen a mare who looks so. Seen a mare who looks so. Never seen a mare who looks so wallow. Never seen a mare.
So, what I managed to do in this stream at the moment is get Ruby Pinch's walk cycle in walking
Said I've never
animation.
seen a mare who
It
looks
looks
so
kind of
all
jank,
alone.
but the audience can't see it, so it's okay.
She said I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone, and could you use a
Very
little?
smart.
Yes, yeah. I don't need to I needed to spend a whole lot more time on this walking cycle here because you could actually see the feet. But then I also specifically made it so that you couldn't see the feet in the rendering. So if you look here,
I saw a pretty little thing.
the feet quickly go out of the shot because I didn't want to have to see it. But
I was walking down
Whoosh.
and out the corner of my eye, I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, "I've never seen a man."
that's a bad one here. That is a bad. It is a bad.
You've done a goof.
I've never seen a man.
I can't move in that quick, so I need to.
Something I've never noticed about SFM is the little I went to point and I took my finger off the push to talk thing.
You can go back to voice activity if you like. So.
Yeah, if it'll work.
Yeah, it'll work this time. It should do.
But like the way you can see what the camera will see in the other image kind of thing, like the little projection.
Oh, you mean like the
thing.
the
I never noticed that until today, and I really like it. The framing lines. It's really nifty.
And the other thing as well is that so yeah, you can see that if anything in those lines the camera will see. But the other thing as well is that it also has this purple square or pink square, whatever, and that's its focus point. So everything that's on that plane will be in focus, and everything that's in front of or behind it will not be in focus. So that's another thing that's important. So that's
looking quite nice.
Also, if you zoom right in, you'll see there's this little blue square, and this little blue square is in fact incredibly important because that is the culling plane. Anything that's in front of that square will not even be rendered. So if I go ahead and grab this a model here, which is my favorite one, DRG ball. Just need to let all my models load in for a second.
DRG ball.
DRG ball. W_DRG_ ball. There it is. It's just because it's a little thing. Okay, so you might notice is that as I bring it closer to the camera, okay, so it's just really large at the moment because it's really in front of the camera. But if I just go up to here so you can see the thing, as soon as it passes this blue line, it culls out. You'll see there's like this thing in the front of it, and it can cull out. Yeah, the little blue line tells the camera what to actually render. So like it could actually be useful. I'm actually seeing a sign where I can like make that into like a picture frame. Now you can see it's a picture frame.
Yeah.
And all
guerrilla filmmaking, man.
Yeah. The DRG ball here, you can see that sort of thing, and I can move it around, and then I can use this one to specifically move it around in front of the camera here. So you can do that sort of thing, which I might actually use for a future animation.
Got the creative juices flowing.
Yeah, get that creative juices flowing. Because you can actually see that this is like one of those old-timey photographs. Yeah, an old-timey photograph.
Yeah.
And you can use
like
that.
the one I have.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen
the Grandpa Grumble picture frame.
Oh yes, yeah.
I
That
did.
one. Yeah. And you can use it as like a and whatever whatever Instagram's based off of.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do that, and yeah, it's a thing. But yeah, that's what that blue square means. So that's important.
Very important and very nice.
Important.
Yeah.
Aspects of the camera. Yes. So.
She said, "I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone." She said, "I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone and could."
Okay. So
She said, "I've never seen a mare who."
So something that I might actually do. I need to like render the entire thing so that I have She's still burying the scene.
Oh, Barry.
Yeah, there's Barry. That's Barry there.
Hey, Barry. How's it going?
Barry. But no, it's Ruby everywhere else.
Ruby here.
That actually, I'm actually really proud of this walking animation that I did here.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
I've achieved my greatness, and now everything's a downhill slope.
I've peaked. This is the downhill.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really awesome, Noah. He said he
I was
loved
gonna-
my video titled Braving the Woods. It was the first SMM video I watched when I joined the online fandom. That is really awesome. That I've like,
because like it means that not only have I been in the fandom long enough to be someone's introduction, but I am someone's introduction into the online fandom, which is just absolutely brilliant. That's like, that is the, I would say that's like the pinnacle of, that's when you've quote unquote made it, I reckon.
Opening the door to endless possibilities.
Yeah, when you're the first thing that people see when they enter the fandom, that's just brilliant. I love that. Thank you so much for saying that, because it makes me feel really nice.
It's a pretty good opening, to be honest.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're very welcome, good sir. Yes.
It's also great because that animation was, to this point, the thing that I worked on for the longest gross amount of time. Not the net amount of time, but the longest gross amount of time. In that, I mean, like, it took me the longest since when I first opened it to when I... now, essentially.
How long was it? 2 years or 3 years?
It was a 2 years production, but that's because I stopped in between and...
had a little break.
Had a little break in between it. Because I started working on it immediately after Do You Have the Target? That little old Helsing one. There! Hang on, I can't remember.
You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it.
You're going to miss it. And I feel like it's at one of the things that I said in one of my previous streams is that you're gonna have levels of shitness. You're gonna have levels of quote unquote shitness following you as in your animation career, I guess. And it's important to have these levels of shitness because that means that you're continuously progressing. If it gets to a point where it will get to a point where you cannot watch your previous animations, like. But that's good. It's good if you cannot watch your previous animations because that means that you are now so much better than you were when you were making that film or making that animation. And if you can pick up all of these mistakes in your current animation that you're working on right now, it's absolutely brilliant as well because of the fact that you are better in your head than you are able to achieve in your animation actually. And which is good because that means you're not plateauing. If you are making your best work, then that's a problem.
If it's like a staircase, you start at the bottom and you work your way up, and as you get higher and higher up, you really don't want to go back down because it's a really big staircase. You really don't want to go back down.
Yeah, no. And the thing that I don't like about this animation, which I'm pointing at the screen, but you can't actually see it. Hang on, let me just there it is. The thing I don't like about this animation is the lighting. The lighting is absolutely terrible. You can see that there's this black line here, and there's like the face is supernovaing, which is not a good news.
Very bright.
It's very bright, and like it's really grey over here and really blue over here. That was because I was doing lighting for the magic, which is okay. It's pretty good. But still, it's not well lit, which is not a good sign. Well, actually, no, it is a good sign, which means I know how to light things better.
Improvement.
It's improvement, yeah.
Hey, police girl, do you have...
Also, I just noticed that the first shot here, there's like houses in the background here, but you don't actually see it.
Hey, police girl, do you have the target?
Okay, Master, my name is Saris. And yes, I have the target in sight.
And you can see that scene in particular.
Name is Saris. And yes.
That scene in particular, you can see all of this black stuff. Especially on the face here. That is not a good thing to have in your animation because that's not realistic at all. Even if this scene was in real life and there was this and there was a moon lighting up everything, nothing is actually in complete shadow because there's light bouncing off of everything, and so this part of her face here would still be lit up. If I was working on this animation right now, I'd make sure that there was a light on that side of her face so you can actually see it.
I have the target in sight.
Well, better take the shot.
And this is another example of my early dynamic cameras where I had to actually move the camera to
and yes, I have the target in sight.
Well, better take the shot. You're letting her get
again,
away.
most of
It's a good running cycle. Did you use the base? I don't know who makes them.
Genma's running cycle, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna compliment you on like how good it looks, but I wasn't sure.
No, I was not good at motions at this point. Like you can see even in the motions of the characters here, they're doing very basic ones.
I still think they look pretty good though.
Well, yeah, but I don't. Which is
You have the target.
The untrained eye to the professional.
because I'm not actually moving any other part of her body.
Well, better take
just
the shot.
just the chest too, and the neck and the head.
If you just give me a second to concentrate, I could.
She's getting away. She's
And
running.
when you can
I
see,
get it. I'm lining up the.
Going to miss it. Going to miss it.
that in like a full sort of thing, you can sort of see that her
Going to miss
hoof
it.
sort of
Going
like
to miss
raises
it.
off the ground and it
Just
doesn't
be
stay where it's
quiet
supposed to be.
She's
That's
running.
because I was doing
get it, I'm lining up
rotations
the-
at this
Going to
point
miss
and
it.
no
Going
rigs.
to miss it.
Just
So
be
that's
quiet
a part
and
of it
let
as
me.
well.
Hey, police girl.
But
Hey.
yeah.
I trained it and that was really good.
Mm.
I took the fucking shot. She's dead. There's blood everywhere.
Though that there was one of my favorite motions that I did, and it still looks good to me, which is an issue. This
Yeah.
Oh, you are just a treat.
it's good stuff. It's good.
Kind of messed up to say, but I could kind of watch that for like an hour. On repeat, honestly.
Or when you're an animator, you really do watch the things you
Oh, yeah.
on repeat. The amount of times I watched this when I finished rendering it and had it online it's absolutely insane because I just watch the things I make constantly. And my favorite part of this actually was actually the
Hey,
falling
police
down
girl.
thing
Hey.
here
Hey, police girl.
on Berry Falls here. That was very nice. Especially for this early Quillo here.
I took the fucking shot.
This young boy
This
making
young
it in the
boy.
world.
Yeah. And I also just love it how
Police girl. Hey.
police girl throws her rifle
Going
and
to miss
chucks
it.
her
Just-
headset.
just
Quiet
fuck.
and let me.
Hey, police girl. Hey.
I've had it.
Police girl.
I want no more.
I took the fucking shot. She's dead. There's
It's
blood
good stuff.
everywhere.
It's good stuff.
Very
Anyway,
good.
so that's always fun. That's always fun.
Whenever I come here, I always turn it into a podcast.
I mean, it's always my streams usually become a podcast anyway, but
Yeah, it's a fair point.
yeah.
More so because the chaotic nature of my being.
And this is also another one of my early favorites. But you can see that the lighting here is absolutely fucking terrible. Projection, perspective.
good old-
I love it.
Good old doors.
Good old Doors 2.
I want to rewatch those again now.
It's pretty fun. I'm happy that I managed to contribute to Doors 2, which is nice. I managed
Did you
to
do
make 2 submissions for Doors 2. I didn't submit anything for Doors 3. Yeah.
I always forget to check the veins.
One of the reasons why I didn't like
That never gets old, man.
Trixie here, Trixie Giraffe.
The Trixie.
And like,
Trixie Siren Head.
yeah, Trixie Siren Head.
Oh god.
And like just the amount of things that I added into this is just brilliant. Like Doctor Who's just teleporting.
Star Fox down.
Yeah, and then there's just
Multiplying pinkies.
Soren, yeah, the multiplying pinkies roaming around, and then there's the Soren just
Peeking
peeking
out.
around, and then there's Applejack.
Just so
going to the
confused.
side and then there's a little
Slug Fluttershy.
Slug Fluttershy was my favorite. Look at her go. And then they're just melting Rainbow Dash. She's
Yeah.
just melting. And of course the co-op kick, Skelly Bob.
Oh yeah. I missed that. I missed that the first time.
And then there's Quillo up here, where he actually grabs the O.
This is mine now.
This is so fun to do. And then there's Rarity here, where her hoof is melting and the other hoof is melting and splits through the floor. It's good. But one of the things I didn't like about how they put it in the how they actually put it in the show is that they clipped out all of the things that I put in the top and bottom. So when
All the stuff that came over, like
yeah, when Twilight goes towards the camera, she actually moves in front of the I would
the
say
black
that's
borders,
cropping-
but
yeah, the borders. She moves in front of the borders, but I think it was TGV or Stan who is editing it. Cut it out, which I'm like, oh come on now. Yeah.
why are you gonna be like that?
And of course, there's also the flutter slide.
The flutters.
falling in front of the thing.
So good.
And there's a teacup, of course.
I'm a little cup short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spoot. My spoot. Good stuff.
Yeah. So Noah had said here, in the real world of doing shooting sports, don't rush the shots. It will screw you up and not hit the target. Nice slow breath and pull the trigger. One thing that I heard and have internalized is that you need to make the shot of the gun to surprise you. Don't ever anticipate shooting your gun. Because anticipating it, if you imagine you're holding a rifle here, and if you're anticipating it, it's going to recoil, right? You know it's going to recoil, and that's what you anticipate, so you automatically go like that to anticipate the shooting back. But doing that, of course, will make you miss your target. So you gotta just let the shot surprise you. Even if you're doing pistols, because if you imagine, if you do like that, hang on, let me just see if I can. Ooh, hang on.
Sorry, this is fun to watch.
Like back when I first met her, because she's amazing. Look at this. Look at this.
I can't see it. The stream hasn't caught up yet.
Look at this Nerf gun. Cadet Redshirt painted this, and it looks utterly fantastic.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Like, she also painted the see, how do I open the thing?
That looks so good.
But yeah, she also painted the revolver thing, so you can see how it goes like that. And you know, she painted everything on it. It's just so good.
That's really good.
Yeah. How did I cock it? I can't remember how to cock it. Do you need to? And like that as well. Like, it just looks so good. But yeah, no. So if you're anticipating the shot, your gun will go down slightly because you're trying to like when you shoot, you get the recoil, and if you anticipate it, you're gonna go down like that to make it go back to normal when it shoots. And that, of course, is gonna make you miss your target. There's two ways that you can do it. You can aim slightly above your target so that when you anticipate it, you'll move to it. But that's a very terrible way to do it. Yeah. You need to actually like not anticipate your shot. And you need to actually have a very loose hold on your gun, but like strong enough so it doesn't just fly out of your hands.
Yeah.
But you need to
as someone that's happened to before, yeah, it's not something you want.
Because if you imagine, like, the difference between just holding it normally like that, I'm essentially holding it up with my hand very loosely and just lightly gripping that, and then if I'm specifically tensing on it, it's shaking so much because I'm like, really holding onto it. It's shaking so much. So it's just like that. Just gotta relax. Put it in your hands. That actually was what I learned in archery, not in because I've shot some pistols and rifles before, but I don't have like a rifle permit or anything like that. It was when I went over to America.
Hey,
when in Rome,
the land of the free,
the land of the guns.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, there's that. Does this gun not have a cocking feature? Or did she take it out? No, it's got a. Oh, it's a battery operated one. That's what it is.
Oh.
It's battery operated. So if you get a screw
fully auto.
Did she actually paint? Oh, I wonder. Did she paint like the inside of the mechanism as well?
Oh.
Because she painted the screw, but I feel like that was just because it was in the way. Let me see. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's you can see the original orange underneath it. So let me just. Yeah, no, she didn't paint the internals, but of course you can't see the internals at normal use. So.
How did you explain that to the what are they called?
It's not quarantine. Customs.
Customs, yes, customs.
Well, I mean, I declared it. So I was like, I declared it to make it be like, oh, it can look like a firearm. And when the customs guy, it's the quarantine at that point. The quarantine agent looked at it and it was like, well, does that look like a real gun to you? He said to his partner, he was like, no, and he's like, okay, you just go through, and I'm like, cool.
All right.
The thing always say, if you're unsure, then just declare it. So I declared it because I was unsure, and yeah,
and they were just like,
it's just a toy, it's fine. Because the thing about this specific thing is that it's painted, and you can't see the orange, you can't see the bright colors on it anymore. Which is not good.
Is the Nerf logo still on there, or did
the
you
Nerf
paint over
logo
that?
is in fact still on there. You can see that, but like it's not stand out. It doesn't stand out. If you imagine what an actual Nerf gun looks like, and even like the replica guns, they always have that bright orange tip at the front, so that people know that it's not a real gun. But yeah, that's just that. I wonder if I have a normal Nerf gun here. No, I don't. They're all on the Gold Coast, so that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna put this over here. Put this back over
Noah.
here. I cannot hear. Oh well, actually, I do actually have a normal Nerf gun here.
Oh.
Put this back. So this guy, this little pea shooter.
Little baby one.
A little baby pea shooter. So you can see like the bright colorizations of this and the orange tip. Very important for people to recognize instantly that this is not a real gun. So yeah.
It's so small.
It's so
I couldn't see it yet, but it just showed up.
Yeah.
It's so tiny.
And you put a Nerf dart in here, and then you pump it up, and then you.
The sound was all I need. I didn't need to see it go.
And like, I don't have any Nerf darts on me, so that's a shame. But like, it's actually really powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really unassuming. But if you pump it up well enough, and you put the dart in there, it actually goes really far and fast. I want to see.
Do a lot of damage.
It does a lot of damage. I want to actually see if I have a Nerf dart in the house. So I'm just gonna. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. B to the R to the B. Oh, you can't.
Wait, that means I'm gonna be the only one here on stream. Oh, this is awkward. Bye, Quillo. I do shooting just rifles though. I'm not old enough for a pistol permit, but my main rifle I use at range is my 22 heavy silver boy. I do my long range shots offhand with open sights only. If I understood guns better, I'd talk more about that, but I have basically no idea what any of that means. I know 22. It's 22 is the caliber. I know that. But that's basically it. That's all I know. I'd love to go to a gun range. That sounds like fun. I feel so weird being the only person here. Oh boy. I'm just gonna sit here quietly now. Oh, thank God he's back.
So I don't have any Nerf darts, which is a shame. But,
oh no.
Yeah, so I can't actually show you how it actually works, but it's a really powerful little device.
Very strong.
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna take my microphone again. Alrighty. Oh. God damn it. Oh, I'm a sped. Look at this. It's not a Nerf dart, but it's a dart. It'll work. So,
good enough.
It'll work. It's good enough.
All right.
So let me just. Okay. So put the little dart in there, and then. So it does actually go pretty. It is quite powerful. It can actually do it. You can definitely do it from room to room, but yeah. Anyway, go ahead and just put this back.
It's the golden gun.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, so
welcome to our Nerf stream.
Welcome to the Nerf stream. It's Nerf or nothing. Hashtag not sponsored by Nerf.
Please sponsor us. We need some cash.
Anyway, so I think I need to fix a bit of my border because it sort of like cuts off the chap there a little
just
bit.
A bit.
Just a tiny bit. Unless of course I can do this. Just move it up a little bit.
Hello, Mr. Pixie. Oh, Miss Pixie, my bad.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops. I always mess that up entirely, so that's why I don't.
I'm really bad.
I'm
I should just stick to dude.
Yeah, it's not out of any place of like
Yeah.
like I'm specifically misgendering you, blah, blah. No, it's just that I just get it wrong because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it's 100% that.
Cool. Especially if I know the person beforehand. If I don't know the person and then they introduce me as that, I was like, all right, that's fine. But if I knew the person before and then I misgender, it's just because like, oh, that's just it was what I've been saying since this whole time, and it's hard to change it. But I don't do it out of any place of any place of
a place of badness.
Yeah,
no
the
bad
intent to
no
get
bad
along.
vibes here, only chill.
Yeah.
And thank you for answering my questions, Mr. Noah.
Yes.
I appreciate it because I was very confused.
Just rifles though, not old enough for a pistol permit. My main rifle I use at range 22 heavy silver boy. I do my long range stuff offhand with open sights only. Offhand is you standing with your rifle to your shoulder, unsupported by anything around you. So it's just holding it upright. And you're not like on a stand or you're not like leaning against something. Fair enough. And then open sights are just iron sights. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Does that mean closed sights are a thing, or is that just not a thing? So if you have a closed sight on, you've got a scope on it, or
Maybe.
Maybe.
Red dot sight.
Red dot sight. Ooh, I've got the unlock for a red dot sight. I'm gonna change it.
Going dark.
Bravo team going dark.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I do want to get into doing more like rifle shooting and whatnot, but you can't really do that in Australia, especially not coastal Australia. You might be able to do it in regional Australia, but not in coastal Australia.
Good old bushmate.
You're not supposed to, but you know, when, like I actually had a good conversation with I like to call them regionals, but a good conversation with someone from like really inland Queensland. And you know, he was saying like, oh, you know, I was just the reason why he was on the coast because his wife is in the hospital, which is not good news, but
fair enough, good news.
But yeah, he told stories of you know, like they just go out on the boat with their mates and just shoots like 150 rounds or something, and the cops wouldn't do anything. In fact, the cops are more likely to join in.
Yeah, my grandparents live in a country town, so every now and then I go out and visit them, and it's, very much that.
Yeah, because like, you know, the towns in regional Queensland, there's like probably like 150 people in there, so everyone knows everyone.
Yeah,
that's one of the big things.
When you go there, you're the outsider, and everyone looks at you really weird.
Yeah. Okay.
She said, I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone, and could you use a little...
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
good.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah.
Thank you for understanding that we are.
I'm more likely to avoid pronouns altogether now. Anytime I'm referring to someone in the third person, it's just their name and that's it. So that's how I get around it.
Yeah.
Gun laws of New York State. They really suck for me, but I feel worse for people of California. Absolutely, yeah. Like the thing that really, well, not really, it doesn't really weird me out, but like the fact that you can have open carry in one state and then not in another.
Yeah.
And then you can have like pistols and rifles in one state and then you can't in another. You go across the borders and suddenly the truck with all the your truck with your
rifle on the back of the window, one in between the seat.
Your truck with your tray back full of you know, rifles and ammunition and things like that because you're going out to a regional place suddenly is a criminal thing.
Desert Eagle in the glove box,
and then you cross an arbitrary line, and now it's suddenly an illegal thing.
You are now a federal criminal.
Yeah, very strange.
She said, I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone, and could you use a little company?
Alright, so I think I might get started. it's also I've been streaming for 2 hours now, so.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd make it, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it either, but
Here we are.
Here we are.
Two Aussie boys on the prowl.
We're on the prowl on the stream.
Oh mate.
Oh mate. Okay, so yes, vinyl is on a rig. So I'm gonna have vinyl. I don't want vinyl's leg positions to be the normal thing, so I'm just gonna move this out, move this in, move this out slightly, move this in. There we go. So she's not standing in the default pose. That's the worst thing that you can do in any sort of anything, is to have your character standing in the default pose. It's essentially equivalent to having a human character doing a T-pose. Like, you don't want to do that.
unless they're asserting their dominance,
unless they're
then
asserting
it's
their
fine.
dominance specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to have a reason.
Yeah. So here, I'm gonna have.
She said, I've never seen a... She said,
Oh, I don't want. Should I have root motion? I feel like I shouldn't. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy. Yeah, paste that here, and then this one's going to be rename this one to vinyl base motions, vinyl base motions, and then I can just keep it like that.
I feel where you're coming from, Pixie, because like the last time Quillo was streaming, it was the exact same problem for me, and I was also asleep.
Yeah. 2 hours. I only got the notification like 15 minutes ago. That's why it's really important to be in my Discord server, because I announce my live streams. And if you have a role in a notification, then you'll get that notification. And it's also really important to make sure that at least the announcements channel is unmuted in your Discord, so that you can get it and not have to rely on YouTube. So there we go.
This advertisement was brought to you by Quillo's Discord server.
Brought to you by Quillo's Discord server.
I ruined the bit. I was gonna say the name.
Oh, but Quillo's Animation Support Society.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. I wouldn't be able.
Quillo's ass.
No, I couldn't get through that for the whole bit. No. That's good though.
Yeah. All right.
So,
that's specifically why it's Quillo's Animation Support Society, because it's Q's ass.
Q's ass.
It's Q's ass.
Very nice. An upstanding citizen you are.
Alright, so at this point, I'm gonna have vinyl. Like leaning slightly this way, and also leaning slightly down. And then I'm gonna have her. She's gonna be looking down, because she's meant to be. Well, she's alone.
And a bit upset.
She's quite upset, yes. So the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my tricky dicky move, and I'm going to grab this point, move it here, grab this point, and move it there. That was just completely arbitrary. Don't have any rule for that, but yeah. So this point here. I guess I also need to make sure that she's not colliding too much. God, these ponies are so hairy. They have so much hair. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I'm gonna do it here. And then I need to make her like move quite a bit over this way. And then I'm also gonna move her this way. So I'm trying to make it as if Ruby's like, you know, made a collision with her. So I need to move her like that.
I just realized she didn't have a tail.
Yeah, she doesn't have a tail. I specifically got rid of the tail so I can see Ruby's motion here.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this part like that. So I'm going to make vinyl move her hooves to like here. Okay, and then what I need to do is have, okay, so one tip that I'll give you for when making short little adjustment motions is to have the position that they're in before the position that they're in after, and then you have to fix everything up according to it. So I just need to make sure that this is looking nicer over here. So you got the position before, the position after, and then you work on the middle position. So like that. Cool. And now her hair is just in between there. Okay. So I'm actually gonna get her neck and head and do a bit of this to it here. Okay, I need to do something. Okay, I might need to fix that up later. But okay, so I'm gonna get her legs, right? And now to build up the middle, what you need to do is you need to do the exact in between of the two of the before and after, and then you need to put a bookmark down. I'm just going to do that for everything, bookmark down. And then what you should do is the one that's on, I guess, the outside, or the outside of the adjustment motion, is to put that in the same relative position as it was before. So the same relative position as it was in the before frame. And now you need to put the outside one, or the inside one, whatever, in the same relative position as it is in after. Okay, so it's like that. So a little bit more. So you see that it's not moving as much, which is good. And then you need to build the quarter steps. So that's the half step. Now we need to build the quarter steps, which is of course in between the before and before the middle and after. So we go in the quarter step, somewhere in between, and then this quarter step specifically has the, I'm just going to go ahead and put a quarter step in over here. The quarter step specifically has the points in which, like, this hoof is now in the air slightly, and it's going to have like a little bit of that. It's going to go a little bit forward. The hand is going to come a little bit forward like this. You know, it's just slightly in the air. And then it collapses down here, and then the same thing happens for this hoof here, for the third quarter step. So that's the first quarter, half step, it's the third quarter. And then it comes up like this, and then this finger aim goes in like that, and then, yeah, that's how it goes. So then, when you select everything and make it a spline tangent, it should look like this, like that. It's a little bit quick for me, so I'm gonna move it a little bit outwards. I'm going to give every single step a 1/10 of a second. That's probably still a little bit too quick, but we'll see. Yeah, not that. That's not that bad. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. And you can look out and see what it's like over here.
Oh, that's smooth.
Yeah, that's so smooth, dude. Hell yeah.
Smooth like butter, mate.
Smooth jazz. I'm just sliding out of this chair so far that I'm actually standing.
I feel like I should know what that's from, but I don't.
No, it's Two Best Sisters Play. So
oh, of course.
In 3, 2. Oh my god! Oh, so smooth. I can't take it. I'm just sliding out of this chair. Well, technically it's Two Best Friends Play, but Two Best Sisters Play.
Two Best Sisters is the higher grade.
It's the higher grade.
Yeah, it's the fine wine to their box wine.
Goon.
Goon bags, mate.
Goon bags, mate. Yeah. You've never had goon bag before, mate? Have you even lived?
I actually haven't had a goon bag before because I don't like wine.
Neither have I, but So.
True Australian.
You're only a true Australian if you like Vegemite stuff.
True, yeah, good point.
Spend 10 years working on this one scene. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Christ. Alright, I'm actually going to give her a bit more of a chest this way. Like this, so that she can... actually, no, it should be chest 2 that way, but chest 1 this way. So, yeah. She's vinyl specifically looking away. Okay. And at this point here, I'm gonna have vinyl looking like going back and looking slightly towards Ruby here. And of course, Vinyl's not going to have her expression change through the entire thing.
Yeah, it's just deadpan.
Yeah.
Completely.
Gonna actually view target, playhead, playhead. Okay. View target here is gonna go. It's gonna go from here to here. Because Vinyl's thinking. She's thinking. She's not in a happy place right now.
She's doing a big song.
Move her eyes slightly, just a little bit. Just enough. And here, that's when she actually regards Ruby's presence. Actually, a little bit less here.
Could you use a little comfort? Could you use a little comfort?
Whose mans is this?
Huh?
The face she's got is just like, whose mans is this?
Whose main?
Brushing up against me, man. What? Hello, new pony. ASS.
Welcome back. He was here before, but.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I was not here with him.
Yes. I don't actually know. Well, we were just going into a conversation about gendering and things like that, and then just go like, he. Yup.
Gorsh.
Gorsh.
Oh, that's a good Goofy.
Gorsh, Mickey, you sure have a lot of bodies in your basement. Oh boy, look at the time. It's time for you to get the fuck out of here.
You don't even need me, dude. Yeah, alright. I'll just saw it back here, man.
Erica, well, we were wrong.
Yikes.
Unless it's like, I don't know, I mean, that's the Western interpretation of the name Erica. It could be something.
Good point. Yes, very good. Yeah.
Again,
We don't know.
very reasonable, so until they actually say he or she, we continue to make these assumptions.
There's really no winning. We're losers.
We are just losers. That is how it works. Ooh, that head motion makes me cry.
Oh me, oh my.
Something that I've found is that if you don't like a specific, if a specific frame is causing you troubles, don't try to fix it. Just delete, and you'll find the problem most likely goes away, which it doesn't do because this frame is kind of cancer. So let's have a look. Again, that's actually the rig 2, the chest 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and just delete all of that, and we'll see what happens.
The stream just caught up, and I saw what you did when you deleted it. That's very nice. Very showman of you.
Yes. Oh, I think I might need to I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna get this rig 1 here, that chest 2. Let's have a look. I call it chest 2 and it's called rig chest in this one, but I'm too used to the rotations normal bone names. And this is
the classic names.
Yeah, the classic names. It's called pelvis, chest 1, chest 2, neck, and head. So I'm actually gonna have her continue looking over this way a bit more. The hair covers the eyes. That shows discomfort. One of the things that you will know just in mannerisms and characterization, if the hair covers the eyes, that's discomfort.
Must have been very uncomfortable in high school then.
Yes, indeed. A bit uncomfortable and shyness, it's definitely with hair covering the eyes. And were you?
Yeah.
So there you
There's
go.
a reason I don't have any pictures of me from high school.
Yeah.
I burned them all.
Oh dear. But yeah.
No evidence.
No, there cannot be any evidence. So let's have a look. I can actually make that view target move a little bit sooner. I I think I should actually move Ruby's head a bit further out. So here, a bit like that, bit like that, bit like that, and then more like this.
Could you use a little company? Ever seen a mayor who looks so all alone? And could you use a little company?
There we go.
A mayor who looks so all alone? And could you use a little company?
Vinyl's kind of so I need to get rid of that entire frame here.
Use a little
And it's here when she should move the thing. So I'm just gonna do this, put this arbitrary point here.
Use a little company.
Okay.
Use a
In fact, I can get rid of this keyframe there. And then I might just move her slightly like that. Maybe a little bit like this. Maybe a bit like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing again, where I grab this point here and move it forward.
Could you use a little Could you use a little
And again, I might actually grab this point and overwrite that one there. So you find if your character's motion is a little bit jank, what you can do is slightly overwrite the previous frame with a section just slightly before it, and that will essentially use the SFM's calculation of the spline tangent to your advantage for overwriting the frame that the bookmark that you're having a bit of trouble with. It's allowing the program itself to do more of the work for you. I'm not sure if that can work in things like Blender or Maya or something like that. But
Sorry about that, I got a text message.
Not sure if that works in things like Blender or Maya, but it's certainly a trick that I use all the time in SFM. So using the program's calculation mode to do most of the work for me. Because I'm a lazy bastard. Like most animators, you'll find that we're all very, very lazy.
But you're also very patient and
yes, we are the ironic superposition of both being incredibly patient and incredibly lazy. Actually, need to move her head up slightly more. Okay, so and then I'm going to have this point here. Excellent stuff.
Said I've never seen a mayor who looks so all alone. And could you use a little company? Who looks so all alone.
Okay, so at this point here, I'm actually not gonna have Vinyl's neck motion be on the side, so I'm gonna move it up over here, and it's when.
Could you use a little company?
Oh, that looks really nice. Now all I need to do is get Vinyl's hair to do the thing I want it to. So what I actually need to do.
Oh yeah, that does look really nice.
Is get okay. So Vinyl's hair is on a jiggle bone flex. So I'm gonna need to
jiggle that bone.
Jiggle that bone. I need to bake procedural bones, and then I need to grab her jiggle bones, jiggle mane, jiggle hair. There it is. All right. So what I need to do here.
Oh, there's your dog barking.
Dog bark. Bark.
Quiet I go.
Nah, it's all good, mate. Your dogs are adorable.
Thank you, they are very adorable, and she stopped as soon as I clicked the mute button.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to make it such that her hair is being influenced by Berry here. Here specifically, I need to get on like that. I'm gonna need to use some extra flexes here. But from like this is another thing, like I can't move the camera too far over here because I don't want the mane interacting with the eye to be visible, so I have to keep the camera angle like here so that it just looks like she's pushing her hair into it. So here. Yeah.
It's like brain surgery.
It is a little bit, yeah. not really. It's like
No, no.
brain surgery.
It's complex. That's what my brain was trying to tell me. That's what it manifests as. Because the coffee's kicking in now.
Yeah. Oh, but look at that. It's so
Oh,
like,
man.
she's so unsure and she's so trying to do her best.
Mm.
Could you use a little company?
Someone's singing to us in chat. New pony.
If I could trace your private number, baby. What? Oh, okay. I don't know what song they're singing.
I don't know either. I was hoping you would.
Nope.
We're showing our age there.
We are youngins.
Filthy millennials.
Filthy millennials.
All I know is that to me.
Walk to the door, slowly, like a I don't know.
It's a very interesting singing voice.
Yeah. It's falsetto. Shush.
I don't know what that means.
Falsetto means you're singing like if when you're talking very low and singing very low, you're singing in your chest. Well, falsetto is when you talk in your nose and it's very breathy. You're singing in your nose. That's the difference. Like Take On Me has brilliant falsetto because it's like yeah. Take on me,
Take on me.
Take me on. That's the point. That the me on, that's in falsetto. I was singing it in falsetto. It's probably not in falsetto. It's probably good enough to sing in full voice at those notes, but I have to sing falsetto at those notes.
Right.
I'll be gone in a day or two. So that's falsetto. That's very falsetto for me. So
That's very good. I
generally
really
the
wasn't
high
expecting
notes-
that.
Thank you.
You hit a very high note.
Yeah, generally the higher notes are the ones that you sing in falsetto. The other song is the one that's like, I could be green, I could be violet, I could be purple, I could be or something like that. That one down. That's very falsetto as well.
Extremely falsetto.
Indeed.
I'm learning things. So your streams are very good for that.
Yeah.
Teaching, spreading the wealth of knowledge to all.
Indeed. I consider myself quite not rich in wealth, but whatever I have, not rich in knowledge, not rich in the wealth of knowledge. There we go. But whatever I have, I like sharing as much as I can. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. You're good at it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Are we the same person?
We probably are, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. Except you can sing and I can't. You're the. I'm 0.1. You're 0.2.
Hang on a second. Now hold on just a minute. I can't sing. I've just been singing for a while. I sing in the car. Like this is not like concert singing. This is not professional singing. This is just singing in the car. And anyone can sing. If you can speak, you can sing.
Well, I'm not very good at speaking, so I got you there.
Well, if you have vocal cords, you can sing.
Barely.
It's just exactly the same thing when it comes to 2D art and any sort of art, animation. If you got hands and arms and legs and a brain, you can do the thing, anything that you want. You just got to practice at it, and you got to do it.
Just gotta, yeah.
Call from Mum. I see. So I'm just gonna give her a quick message saying, streaming right now.
I'll call you back in a jiffy, Mum.
Call you back in a jiffy. I'm gonna use that. Call you back in a jiffy.
Don't ask me how to spell it. I don't know.
Jiffy.
Yeah. Okay, that works for me.
Jiffy is.
Spelling is not my strong suit.
There we go. Okay, so now I think I'll be able to move the camera.
there we are.
Now's a good time to call your mothers, by the way.
Yes, yeah, always, always, always.
Oof, that made me cry.
Once a month at least, maybe more if
Once a
you can.
week.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
especially now with everything going on in the world.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, interesting.
Very interesting.
Mum was just saying that I think she found the keys to my bike lock that I actually managed to pick in,
Oh.
which is nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. It's
Dirty crime boy moments.
Hey, well, it's not a crime if it's your thing. It's your own
Good
thing.
point. But
It's only a crime if it's not yours.
very, very useful skill for dirty crime boys out there.
Yeah, yeah. Lockpicking. It's actually like lockpicking is probably the biggest test of patience that you can ever do.
Yeah.
And like minutia. This bike lock specifically is a I'm pretty sure it's called a disc detainer lock. If you're my if you're a good lockpicking lawyer boy. So disc detainer locks are characterized by having a key that has a profile that looks like a figure 8. And essentially every disc that's inside the core is exactly the same shape as that, but they have little tags on the outside that prevent it from spinning if they're not in the right place. It's got like this this rod that's on the left side of it, and then each of the discs have a little inset that you need to make sure that they're all lined up for the rod to actually do the thing, and the rod will come in, and then that will make the perfect circle around the thing, and then you can actually turn the lock. And the way to pick this is to make sure that each individual disc is in the right place for that rod to slide in, and then you can turn it. And I actually managed to do that without the tool that Bosnian Bill and LPL made.
Did you use a lockpick set or
Yeah,
just
use
like
a
anything you
lockpick
could find?
I got this lockpick set from eBay for like $27.
Very nice.
And yeah, it has a whole bunch of different locks in it, picks in it. But the one that I used was just the normal. Hang on a second. The one that I used was just a combination of a normal hook pick, which just looks like this. It's just a normal hook. And the pick that looks like this one here. So I used this one as a tensioning pick. So I was holding the tensioning one, and then this one was the one that actually spanned the actual individual discs. I was trying to do that sort of motion, so that sort of motion to spin the discs, and then this one was just there on a tension, and then I actually managed to pick into it, which I was really happy that I did that. Yeah.
If I was your dad, I'd be proud as heck.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Do I have my?
Nothing like Skyrim.
Do I have my my transparent testing padlock?
I love those.
Yeah, it's really cool because like not only is it a thing that you can use to practice your picking, but it's also it's also really awesome for finding out how a lock actually works, or how a pin and tumbler lock works. That is
The classic ones.
So yeah, I don't have. I'm not sure where it is, and I'm not going to spend too long searching for it.
Yeah, the stream has gone on for a very long
The
time.
stream has gone on for. I've been distracted enough times. But yeah.
My bad, guys.
Let me tell you a story. You want to hear a real story about a real hero, Billy? It all started at the water cooler.
I did watch that after the stream, and it was
Good.
very, very, very entertaining.
Yes, it's very good too. The thing I'm referencing is this animation called Tarboy, which if you haven't seen Tarboy, I highly recommend it. It's a really good animation, made by an Aussie boy as well, so that's always nice.
Apparently, the stream has frozen for Julian Smith.
Oh no, that's not good news.
It's not good news, especially because I can see you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now,
I mean,
it's working for me.
Yeah, if it's working for you, then it should be fine. It could just
Gee.
be his internet.
Could be.
Yeah. Alright. So here is when the camera. Okay. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. No,
Looking
that's
spiffy.
there. Looking spick and span.
She said, I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone and could you use... She said, I've never seen a mare who...
No, that one's there. And this one's that one. No. Yeah. No, I'm up there.
Never seen a mare who looks so all alone and could you use a little comp? She said, I've never seen a mare who looks so all... Never seen a mare...
I need to move this a bit.
I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone and could you use a little company?
I might like just scrap this camera motion entirely, to be honest. But that's something that I'll have to deal with later. But I'm really jiving with how Berry and Vinyl look here.
Very nice and smooth.
Very nice and smooth indeed. Alright, okay, I guess I can't escape having to do this scene build in the background.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't want to have to do this, but there you go. Shows you what I just have to do. Okay, so I need to make this point a bit more over here, so you can see the eyes a bit nicer, and then this point also comes over here. I'm just gonna.
That's a very nice camera movement.
Yeah, I'm just gonna delete these two.
Bing bang bong. That was 3. Dang. I forgot how to count.
I need to grab this point and move it slightly more so the camera's not stationary.
Never seen a mare who looks so all alone and could you use a little company? And if
Oh, I love that.
use a little company.
I love that. It's really good motions right there. But I do need to make sure that her eye isn't visible here, because otherwise it looks a little bit jank. So I'm just gonna do that. Or I could just or darn. Oh my god.
No, oh my god. I can't. It's the one voice I can't do, and it's haunting me.
Alright, so that's the left eye, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Use a little company. Could you use a little company?
I'm also just gonna. Okay, cool. Cool. Coolant.
Liquid coolant for your computers today.
Yeah.
Could you use a little
So I'm just gonna. Yeah, like that. That's a lot better. That's a lot better of an eye position. So I might actually just overwrite those two.
Could you use a little Could you use a little company?
Cool.
Company. Little company. And little company. And could you use a little company?
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Holy crap.
Said I've never seen a mare who looks so all alone and could you use a little company?
Alright, so that's going to be it for today's live stream, actually. What I'm going to do is I am going to render out this... Oh my god. Who touched Sasha? Got a little cut on my hand. I don't know what came from. Oh.
Who touched my gun?
Who touched my gun?
I butchered that accent.
You cannot do the Russian accent.
I can do one, but not very good.
Not very good.
No. Das vidanya, that's all I can say.
There's 2 Russian accents I can do. There's this one accent that I like to call Victor.
It's a very good Victor, I like it.
Indeed, this Victor. And then there's, I don't know what the other accent is. I don't know what the other accent is called. I might actually call this accent Dmitri. This is Dmitri.
Yes, very, very Dmitry, yes.
Du Suchbrett.
Suche. Iди nахуй.
Virginica. Snajpera Petrinica. Granada.
Cheeky-bleaky.
Silostvy. I can't remember.
Good old
how the
stalker.
bloody Russian accent goes. Anyway, yeah. So this is the end of the stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to render out this and render out all of what I've done, and I'm going to chuck it onto Patreon. And yeah, so all of my Patreon subscribers, this is because it's going to be a work in progress thing. All of my Patreon subscribers will be able to have a look. So you know, if you're not on Patreon, you should go to Patreon and search on and
Subtle plug.
Subtle plug. Not so subtle plug. And what I'm gonna do actually is I'm actually gonna like render out the entire thing. But this is just for my purposes. You're not actually gonna see all of this stuff in the Patreon render. You're gonna see up to here, so that's where it's gonna stop. But I'm gonna try and do a tricky thing in Sony Vegas, and hopefully it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mute these clips here. Mute. Good stuff. Cool. Okay, so that is it for today's stream. Thank you so very much for joining me. Why are you just saying ponies' names?
Russian Applejack, though. I found many apples.
I found many apples. Interesting.
That could work.
Huh.
You just get like audio clips of Niko Bellic from.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he's Serbian.
He's Serbian. Yeah, you
Oops.
can't really do that.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Heavy weapons guy, but yeah, that works better.
Yeah. Sounds like you were like it's. That's weird. That's very weird. Because it seems as though you're peaking on OBS.
Am I?
Apparently, but it's not like loud on my end, which is weird. Weird as heck.
It might be because this microphone's not that good, and peaking for it is still quiet. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It was like $100, and it's kind of old.
Well, not like I don't think it's your mic because your mic sounds good. It's just OBS being dumb.
Oh, I might be like really loud for the stream though.
Oh, actually, no. I can detect a bit of peaking.
Okay,
because I have you at 120%.
Oh.
What is your mic settings in your computer?
In my computer, I have no idea. It might be a little bit higher because when I did start using this, it was very quiet.
Okay.
Settings.
Because I always have my mic at 80%, and when I'm talking at this distance, like if I move really close to the mic, you might find it's very loud indeed. But if I'm far away, then it sort of does it normally. But yeah, you might just have to look at the stuff. Anyway, again, I just noticed it there. It's certainly not your fault. So it's just something that OBS was doing, and I'm like, what's going on? Anyway, so yeah, thanks everyone for joining in on the live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you, and yeah, so that's all that is. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. But as for now, this is Quillo now signing off, and Mama Ponk signing off.
Sorry if I was really loud, guys. Thanks for having me. It was good fun.
Yeah, it's all good. And I'll see you in the next one. But as for now, this is Quillo now signing off. Goodbye and good luck. Toodles. Where is she?
Over there.
Oh,
someone said my ears. Now I'm panicking.
Your ears? Oh, yeah.
Their ears. You. The only reason I grabbed this mic is because I went back and listened to the
previous stream.
Because I was like I was scared about how I sounded, and it was horrible.
Anyway, I'm gonna. Oh, I don't actually have the thingy on the YouTube. I need to go to YouTube, go into my live stream.
Oh, whoops!
I'm still actually streaming actually, so I need to go live, and then I need to go to manage. And then I need to click on that, and then I need to click on end stream, and then I need to click on end. There we go. Okay, now I'm not